Boo, that's right, it's a fucking blank screen, bitches. Yeah, let's go. Webcam, not the day. Oh, I'm like, so basically, I'll just start off by saying my lip is pretty fucked. I think second day of TWITCHCON, the heat was pretty intense, and I had no lip balm for ages, which is a story that is gonna come up. And so yesterday, it seemed my lip was just done with all of this shit, and now just has this huge blob on it. So that's why there's no webcam, because my lip is just entirely just this fucking giant cold sore or something. It's pretty bad. So I was trying to remember.
Pretty terrible.
Oh, hey.
Did you not know I was here? Did you
No.
Oh my gosh.
I was been ambushed.
Yeah, I thought you just because you kind of laughed as you were laughing as I joined, and then you just kept talking, and I
I was talking. Oh shit.
You do sound a little hoarse as
Oh,
well.
I haven't had a drink yet. I got out of the. I was about to share it on camera, but I was just talking about how the camera isn't on. A bottle of water that I put in the freezer yesterday, and it's just ice right now. So.
Oh.
So when it melts a bit, you know, it'll be drinkable.
Is it still pretty hot where you are?
Not as hot as it was yesterday. Christ.
Oh yeah.
No, it's quite cloudy and cool now. But it was pretty rough. Good morning, Nemec. Good morning, Shark Dog. Tom Barrett.
Apparently it's 26 degrees where I am.
26?
Considering it was 40
oh, shit.
yesterday.
Okay. Wait, 14?
No, it was 40.
Oh, 40. Oh, yeah. Oh, God,
Yeah, like that was.
Christ.
Yesterday was the day to survive.
Yeah, it was like 35 here yesterday, I think, when it like the highest it hit. But it like downstairs in my house was actually really cool, but upstairs and outside was just so fucking hot. And we don't have a fan or anything here, so it was just hell.
Yeah, downstairs was cooler for me as well, but I wanted to do a bunch of stuff on my PC, including win Fall Guys, I guess. So it was kind of toasty.
Wait, winning. Oh, I completely forgot that happened. I've turned down. I know, I saw. I was like, I was gonna rejoin.
It was like such a gauntlet as well. I was pogging. They were like, "Oh, this is the final one, I guess." So we're just gonna see, and then like, I feel like I kind of hijacked that stream a little bit.
Why?
Like, at some point, everyone in chat was just spamming my name.
I know. I already had that earlier on as well. It was just like everybody was popping off for chat. It was like, yeah, visit the Overlite, let's go.
Yeah, and like every message I sent in that stream yesterday, Ravs read out.
Yeah.
Every single one. I think the only ones he just didn't see is like they should have
just invited us onto the stream, Overlite.
Yeah, jeez, clearly. they're missing some Partick pals. We can we can assist.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm Edwin's child.
Oh my god. Lumi, how you doing? Tombat, also thank you for the resub. You cute. Oh, holy shit. Should we... God, we got a lot to chat about, huh?
Yeah. How are you feeling?
Because I still am a bit, like, social down. I think that's like a big...
Okay, we can do the stream tomorrow then, it's fine.
Oh yeah, hang on, we're just... Sorry everyone, bye!
Yeah, bye. No. I mean, your voice was like kind of sad as well? That's kind of why I was wondering.
Oh yeah, like, when I got back from the plane, I just kind of died. Because it was like 11 o'clock at night or whatever. So I just went to bed, got up the next morning, couldn't really talk at all the whole day, and it was like it was energy and like because my throat was really sore.
Yeah. I felt
TSG.
I felt like I don't know what happened to me. I don't know why it happened like this. I think I was even like not feeling great at TwitchCon. I had a blister on my foot the whole weekend.
Oh.
I felt kind of sick and I didn't eat that
Calling
well.
over.
Like on
Thank you so
Friday,
much.
I ate one thing. I had like some onion soup. I felt like really
I don't know
queasy.
why that didn't pop up
I
in
just,
chat,
like,
but
you know,
thank you so
generally
much,
didn't
Calling
feel
over.
good. But regardless of that, I as the weekend went on, I just got more and more like social. Like I got more and more like just fucking guns blazing, chatting to everyone. I feel like I re-unlocked a part of my soul that I'd forgotten. That's just like, oh yeah, by the way, you actually are a very social person, and you're like very happy to chat to people. Where it's like, yeah, you know, I would do that with strangers, but then like doing it with people who are in the same community, I'm just like, this is easy. I'm gonna talk so much to all of these people, and it's just like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
And I came home and I just felt like, I think there were just a couple times in the like two times in the weekend where I felt like electric. I felt like I was like fully charged. Like, oh, this is amazing. One of them was after I left the Blebs, the last Yognaut group that I went and said hi to, that Wilco, and when I walked away from that,
I never get to
like,
see Wilco.
I know.
I kept hearing about Wilco being there, but I was just this elusive Wilco. It just didn't really exist. Oh, I don't believe it.
Has your Twitch chat died, by the way?
Yeah, I think it has.
Og, right?
Does your Twitch chat die too?
Chaz. Yep.
Oh, okay, because Polynova resubed, but it didn't come up in chat. And nobody can chat. Oh, wait, everybody, you know, if you want to chat, go to the Discord. We'll just chat in the stream.
yeah, just go to, God. My Discord or yours?
Both. I don't know.
Both.
Both. Yeah.
I'll
oh yeah, we can't really open both at the same time. There's a bit of an issue.
Wait, exclamation mark Discord doesn't work.
Yeah.
There's a link below my stream.
There's a link below my stream.
I don't know if that one's broken or not.
Wait, hang on. I got this. Wait, hold, invite people. If you go to hidden, what the fuck? The hell, Dad?
Oh, Twitch has back.
Is it? Mine's not.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
I was gonna read out the URL.
Is doing exclamation mark Discord for
both
of us.
I can see it. I can kind of. I'm still not really connected, but I can see the Discord. oh. Okay. We're back. Are we back? Is it OBS's chat that's fucked?
Oh, it was. Well, but Chatterino went down as well. So
did it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't have it open. I just had your stream.
Feels weird. I see.
Yeah.
Should we start with
the beginning?
Travel.
Yeah.
We start.
Should we start at the beginning?
Should I go first?
Yeah.
I feel like your travel was less interesting, but
well, I had some very interesting moments, but it was much less stressful than yours. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you did do it at like 1 AM. You traveled like super early, right?
Yeah. We left the house at 1 AM, and then but the flight was at like 7:15 or something. So...
Oh fuck! I'm getting a call from my doctor's.
It's okay. I'll keep talking. So,
alright,
my flight was at 7:15, but we were like they kept emailing, going, "You gotta get here even earlier, cause security. Ooh, you gotta get here even half an hour earlier." And then they sent another email going, "Ooh, you gotta get here another half hour earlier." And then so we had to drive to Manchester, which is like a 2.5 hour drive. So hence 1 o'clock. Got there, got to the fucking. Mikey. I can't. Overlite's chat's frozen for me still. I'll refresh. Got to Manchester Airport and got like. Since we didn't have any luggage, we just had carry-on. We just got shuffled straight into the security. And the security in Manchester Airport is a fucking shit show. Mick. Jay. Hang on, I have a TTS Overlite's chat hold.
Overlite, we've diagnosed you with a terrible disease. The only cure is lasagna. help,
No.
Vizty, please. The lasagna's taking over. I don't. I continue to lose control. I was talking about this earlier. Like, I don't know why everyone is talking about lasagna. I feel I particularly am being targeted with a lot of lasagna talk in my Discord.
Oh my god. Mima, thank you for the resub too. Lasagna. Yeah, chat went a bit nuts on stream then because of the whole resyncing that was happening. Oh, I heard the TTSJ. Okay, so basically, fucking completely off tangent from my Manchester airport story, is that Windows updated and just basically fucked all of my things in the ass.
Oh, lovely.
But all of my voice stuff is all broken. So alerts should work.
Didn't like force update you to Windows 11.
Like, but I'm on Windows 11 anyway.
Oh no! Oh no!
I don't know how to. Oh, actually, I know why that wasn't working. That was a me issue. There we go. Okay, I've solved that. I solved the TTS problem. I heard it, Jay. Thank you so much. I'm sorry.
And I read it.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh yeah. So Manchester Airport security, right? So we got there at like. Oh wait, we got there quite early because we needed to.
Yeah.
At like 3:30 or something. And the security, the whole of security, there's like 3 terminals at the airport, and the whole of one terminal security is funneled through the exact same tiny room, and it is just a fucking shit show. And you think with airport security, in my mind, you go, hey, you put your stuff in the tray, they put it through the thing, you go through the person thing, and then you get your stuff on the other side. But then on at Manchester, it's like they stuff your stuff through, and then you have to stand in a queue for ages to get through the person one, and your stuff is just kind of laid around on the other side somewhere in the open, and your mobile phone is just there, and like your bags are just sat like in this thing with like thousands of other people, and anybody could just take your shit, and it'd be gone.
That is horrifying.
Yep.
That is really odd. Someone could they can just, oh my god.
Yep.
That is horrific.
Yep, it's stupid.
Yep. Do you want
take your shit to keep it safe? Thanks, Lumi.
Do you want to keep telling the story?
Oh yeah, hang on. I'll finish my flight and then we'll go to your journey. Okay, hang on. So my flight was it was fine. I've never been on a plane before, and turns out planes are actually pretty okay.
Oh, wait, you've never been on?
No,
what?
I was like shitting myself because I like the idea of flying in the sky in a little metal box terrified the shit out of me, and I was like,
been on a plane.
I was like, nopers, I don't want to do that. It's scary, but I was like, I do want to see everybody at TWITCHCON, so I'm going on a plane, and turns out it's pretty cool. There was
this is a wild fact alone.
I know.
You just don't go outside the country much, or?
Well, we've been to France and shit, but you just a
don't have to
train.
fly that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it really. Yeah.
Sagu has linked my throne. And I know this is because I opened up fan suggestions, and so far I've been given an 18-pack of worm on a string and 250 grams of Sova pre-cooked lasagna.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Which is about what I was expecting, I think, from gift ideas.
Polynova says that they hate flying because there isn't enough leg space for them. How tall are you, Polynova?
Yeah,
how
like
tall
leg space
are you?
on flights is quite bad. I have a bad time with legs on flights. Weirdly enough, I don't on coaches. So my journey was good and bad. I, by pure chance, booked the same coach as Cabell. Which honestly, I pogged so hard when I found out. Because first of all, that meant that I wasn't traveling alone in a method of transport that I have not used to travel outside the country. Traveling outside the country with the new regulations that exist. And, you know, it's all like different and stuff. Just worrying about that.
Yeah.
So it was like having someone else to be with helped a lot. It really helped. But secondly, Kirby's just fucking rad. Kirby's just wonderful and amazing. And I was like, oh, I'm so excited to just like get to know Kirby over the course of this like trip. And that's kind of what happened. That is what happened. It's just the thing is I took the coach on Thursday at 7 p.m. and it was even an hour late. So we left at 8. Instead, we had to wait an hour sitting on the lovely London Victoria bus coach station floor.
Lovely, right on the floor.
Yeah, that was a really nice way to start by destroying our legs and asses by sitting on a nice
hard limestone floor, and you get to sit on a nice hard chair for 10 hours. Lovely.
Yeah. And then the chairs were actually like a little soft, but like the structure of the chairs was a fucking nightmare. It was like it felt like if I properly rested my back against it, I got back pain. And so I had to like stretch my I had to like kind of stretch my head to like rest it at the top of the chair, but then like I would, because it was an overnight coach, everyone on the coach was basically falling asleep unless there was some nocturnal people, but Kirby and I were falling asleep. But because we were on the coach, we couldn't sleep because the coach was swinging from like side to side, and we had these like chairs that we were just sitting in for ages. It was like every time I started falling asleep, I would like the coach would move and I would wake up.
Yeah. Did you get one of those head pillowy thingies?
Sort of, but it didn't help enough. I should have gotten multiple. I should have brought more. And it was just, oh my god, my neck hurts so much. And I feel like at least 30 times I started drifting off and then got jerked away, which is basically a form of torture. I don't know if you've ever experienced, if you ever get to experience this, it's literally a form of torture. Is like being tired, being really tired, so tired that you really want to sleep, and then being forced awake every single time you start falling asleep.
Yeah.
Like that
every
feeling,
car journey.
Being woken up is a horrible fucking nightmare. It's horrible. And we did that for like most of the journey. We had a brief stint on a ferry, where we chatted about some very, very deep things, including how water needs to be caged.
Wait,
and loose water is extremely dangerous.
What?
You heard me.
Overlite and Cabelli werewolves confirmed.
What?
What?
What is it? Do you mean vampires?
No, both. I've been watching a lot of people playing The Quarry, where the werewolves take the water.
I haven't watched. But basically, waves are just the ocean trying to escape its cage. And loose water is generally incredibly dangerous. You know, water in a sink, that's okay. It's trapped. Water in a bottle, that's okay. As soon as that shit escapes out of there into an open plain with not walls, that's dangerous stuff. Bad things happen when that happens.
Bad stuff.
I don't know how I remember this conversation so intricately, but that is like basically the level of conversation we had on the ferry.
Yep.
It was at like 1 a.m. We like got off the coach. We were both tired as hell. The two coaches on that ferry were basically the only people on there. And I think my favorite thing was literally everyone went to the cafeteria, and most of the people just got themselves a full meal. We got
Oh.
given free meal tickets, and for a meal and a drink, and I think literally nearly everyone just lined up for like fish and chips at midnight, and I was sat there like, I have been on a coach for 4 hours already. My body like kind of hates me right now and feels a bit sick, and I know I'm gonna have to do more of that. And also it's midnight, and you're just like, it was so insane that just everyone just went and did that. Kirby and I got some sandwiches, and we like just fucking nibbled on them, just a tiny amount.
Oh my god. Fidelity. Sandbard.
Oh my god.
Good morning.
It was ruthless. It was a tough journey.
Yeah,
and at the end of it, we were both just like, we're never ever doing this again.
Yeah, well, when you said, hey, I'm going to Amsterdam now, and I was like, oh, how are you getting there? You were like, oh, I'm going on a 10-hour bus ride. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh, that's not going to be a fun time.
I think it is the fact that I think like a 12-hour plane would be just as bad.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Though a bit better, but still quite bad.
But if you got a 12-hour plane, maybe you could get one. You could bump yourself into first class, and you'd have like a kind of weird bed.
True. And also like the toilets are nicer.
Yeah.
I literally didn't use the toilet on the coach because I was too scared to even try and look for it for some reason. I was just like, no, I'm gonna sit here and wait. But God, thinking about it hurts. Thinking about that coach ride genuinely causes me pain.
Oh.
There was, however, an amazing plus side to it, which is, and there was no toilet break. When we stopped on like the ferry, we went to go Pascal, but I think I literally only went on the ferry, which was like 4 hours in, and then another 9 hours. It was never accuse Overlite of not being full of shit. Oh. I can't believe you'd say this to me.
Oh, it was nice seeing you at TwitchCon Modality. It was nice seeing everybody. I didn't really get to have a good chat with anyone specifically apart from Overlite because we spent the whole of the second day together. But I got to see a lot of people.
We had like the opposite experience, I think.
Yeah.
Everyone I saw, I had a good chat with at some point.
I feel like
barring like a very small number of people.
Yeah, I feel like I want to have a chat, like a discussion about TwitchCon and everything. But we can get that. We'll get that. We'll get that.
Yeah. Overlite hog Vizzy to herself. Honestly, I literally did.
Yeah.
We'll get there, but you'll find out. Yeah, the best part of that was I got to know Kirby really well. That coach journey, it was like, that was my warm-up round, I think, for like, Kirby and I, we got to meet each other, we got to get over the awkwardness together, and then we like, you know, we bonded over the pain and suffering and the stress and like the horribleness of it. And just like, for the rest of that holiday, every time I spoke to Kirby, it was so like healing. We were so like, just, you know, we'd gone so, or we so quickly went so deep into like, just checking in on each other and making sure we were okay and understanding, like we talked about like what we're good at handling and God, just Kirby was just so wonderful to spend time with.
I feel like I did not get to talk to him a lot, but next time.
You know, next time I won't come next time, so that you actually get a chance to talk to people. Also, your schedule was very restricting, right?
It was.
Yeah.
Wait, my PNG tuber's not PNGing.
Oh, I should get a PNG tuber.
It's PNGing on the other screen.
It's
not capturing. What's it capturing?
I need to actually do a PNG tuber as well, because I can't camera for a while.
But God, I mean, yeah, I would not do a 10-hour bus journey. That's a hard pass for me.
I think what I've taken away is coach journeys are fine. If it's like 5 hours max, I can do a 5-hour journey. That's all right, you know. it's a bit hard when it's that long, but like, you know, anything less than that's pretty chill. Don't do long coach journeys. Don't do long. Don't do long coach journeys. Oh yeah, Starlight. I have Visity's chat open. Overlite came back from TwitchCon feeling like shit and dominated Fall Guys. Yeah, I got like 5 or 6 hours of sleep yesterday. I got maybe a bit less.
Oh shit.
Today.
Why isn't
I had
this
some interrupted sleep.
working, Overlite? I'm crying.
Try harder? I don't know. Is it a thing? One of these things where you have to have Discord, like streaming it or something, like Emma's?
No, it's not like Emma's one.
complicated.
I should just be able to catch the window and then chroma key out the thing.
Yeah.
Like it's
I mean,
working.
to be fair, about 4 hours of that coach journey was waiting for the ferry and then being on the ferry. Like that was about 4 hours of it, is like the ferry bit. Maybe 5. Like it was actually only about 6, 7, 8. It was about 8 hours of driving, I think. Something like that.
Oh, I can display capture it, right? And I can...
Has Vizzy heard about your amazing Uber driver? I told her to read the Discord. I will tell the
Oh,
story.
I did. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get that.
Yeah. I had the most. Look, there's so many things to say. We got a lot of time and a lot of things to say. So we'll get there. I guess I could start on like.
Oh, hey, I was gonna say, like, on my flight, there was like a guy behind us who was clearly intoxicated on the flight there, and it was kind of lighthearted at first. There was like when we were sat on the flight and we were like 20 minutes late, and the captain's like, "Oh, sorry, we've got a delay. There's still 20 people trying to get through security. That are like they checked in, but they're stuck in somewhere on the way." And we're waiting for them, and then when some of them started to come on, the guy was like, "Way, let's go!" Way! Like that, which I thought was actually quite funny because we were all fucking done at that point. Because everybody else has managed to get there like fucking 4 hours before. They've gone through security, and we've all had like a fucking full meal, and we're sat there on the plane waiting to go. And some people have just turned up, and they're late, and it's just like you had to be early. Come on.
I'd need to do a BRB for a bit.
Okay. It's okay. I could
maybe like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Good. You wanna do take care of?
I can keep talking.
Yeah.
I can do a chatting.
Okay, BRB.
Okay. Right, I've got my PNG tuber done. I've got it, Jay. I've sorted it. The window capture did not fucking work. Okay, right. And then the flight, and that guy on the flight, he was just kind of loud the whole time. It was pretty annoying. And then he was there with like a the taskbar's there. And then he had like someone with him, and they were like not together, but like they were together, but they weren't together apparently. And it was this whole thing, and eventually they were just fucking like being really annoying. And by the time we landed, they were just being quite aggressive. And they did have an extra drink on the plane. Also, lots of people seem to be buying drinks on the plane. And it's like a 40-minute plane ride from Manchester to Amsterdam. We flew EasyJet, smiley face. And it was fine. I don't get... Like, it was just... You get a little... It's like being on a bus. And you go up and you come back down again. No taxes on alcohol in the sky. I mean, true, but I didn't have an alcoholic beverage in the sky. It was just like, yeah, it's fine. I'm trying to drink my ice cube beverage, like some kind of Airbus. And yeah, I think the flight was fine. I was very nervous about taking off. Landing, it turns out, it's kind of weird because it feels like you're falling, or like when it was like leveling out and like your stomach drops and it feels like you're falling. That's the most terrifying shit ever on a plane, but it was actually okay. EasyJet just recently started serving our airport here in Pay. EasyJet's alright. Any turbulence? There was like a tiny bit, but it wasn't really noticeable. Like it's like less than going over a bump in your car. Paella. Cheap and cheerful. Yeah, it's okay. EasyJet, it was fine. Short journeys? Yeah, short journey, it was fine. It was like a quick up and down. The worst part of the fucking thing was we got to Schiphol, and then the fucking passport control was just this really long queue off the plane. Like, we got off the plane, went to the toilets, got changed, came out, there was just this long, never-ending queue. And then we got to the end of that queue, went down some stairs to another huge queue, and I was like, God, kill me. And it was like, if the plane had been exactly on time and everything, I was like planning to, and like we could have got out of there really quick, I was planning to meet up with like Kirsten and everybody to pick up the TwitchCon tickets and go to the opening ceremony. But I was in the queue for like 2 hours, and so I missed the opening ceremony. And just sort of breezed into TwitchCon, not having, like, there was no queue to pick up the tickets at that point, because everybody was already in, so it kind of worked out in my favour that I didn't have to queue at TwitchCon, I just got to walk straight in. But it was a lot of waiting. But I did get to have a very nice 4 AM breakfast at Manchester Airport. I had, like, we went to Pret, and I had a sausage and egg roll, which was really nice, and then I had half a pot of porridge, and
Delicious.
a bacon wrap as well. So I ate a lot of food. It was like, I'm not going to eat anything until lunch. It's 4 AM. I'm going to stuff my face with as much food as I can right now.
That sounds ideal.
Jay's been skydiving. What the heck? It's scary.
Damn.
A surprise event for your sister. That's even scarier. You get on the plane, you're like, hey, where are we going? And you're like, oh wait, I suppose you found out before you got on the plane, so it's not quite as bad. Imagine going on, well, hey, we're going on this little cute plane ride, and then it's like, yep, we're actually jumping off.
You wanna? Should we talk about TwitchCon? Should we talk?
Yeah.
God, where do we even start? I guess we could start at the beginning and try not to hop all over the place.
Okay.
I mean, I guess for me it was also earlier, but I don't know if you wanna.
Well, I went and I got to see Kirsten and Merlin and loads of people. Starlight Sparkle, how you doing? Modelity and Alice and Sunburn and everybody. It was great. And then the Gobs and Grims were like, hey, we're around. And I was like, okay, I'm over in the outside area by the exit ramp by a bush. And only Wheat is able to find anybody in a crowd, apparently. Wheat is like just the expert people finder. So Wheat found us. And then Boba texted me like, hey, we're here. So I was like, I'm going to go and see Boba. So I wander off. And then on the way, we meet the whole of the fucking Gobs and Grems crew. So I accidentally, on my little trip to meet Boba myself, brought the entire Goblins and Gremlins.
Oh my god, we did talk about, on Friday, we were talking about, like, not enough of the Goblins and Gremlins had met. Like, I was going around with... Sorry, just to hijack this.
No.
I was going around with Redox and Kirby, and eventually Steph showed up. And one of my favorite bits of the weekend, just chatting shit with Steph for like 2 hours. We just sat in a park and just chatted fucking nonsense. We saw Dividend there as well.
Yeah.
And we were just like, oh my god, we're gonna form the Katamari. We're gonna see the others. But the others were like, everyone else was picking up badges. Like him, Wheat, Zoof.
God, they had to stand in such a long queue too.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
It was like an insanely long queue, and they were just all there, like picking them up, and we were just there, like, it's gonna form eventually. We're gonna form we're just gonna be rolling around with a bunch of Goblins and Gremlins. The Katamari is slowly happening. It mostly just like after a couple of hours chatting shit with Steph, we did like sleep a bit as well on the Friday because we basically arrived, sat around until Redox. We got our Airbnb keys. We sat around until Redox showed up. We went out for lunch, and then Kirby and I slept for 3 hours.
I know, I saw on the Discord, it was like, Redox was like, oh, hey, I'm heading here. Oh, I left Kirby and Overlite in bed, they were asleep. And then...
We were just knocked out.
And then, like, a few hours later, Kirby was like, oh, I'm awake, I don't know about Overlite, though. And then 10 minutes later, it was Overlite, I'm awake. And I thought it was just so funny to watch, just on, like, the Discord.
Yeah, then we found Steph, we found Dividend, we went to a bar, and we met, like, just waiting at the bar, because they got there before us, was like, oh my god, freaking Boney, Elta, Wheat, Nyaron, I don't think Zoof wasn't there, fuck, who else was there, Ferdy, just like a bunch of goblins and grams, and also just folks, it was like, oh, well, I mean, we're a lot of us here now, and we just had, like, that was, I think, chatting with Steph and then going to that bar and just chatting to folks was, like, basically what my weekend was like. We just fuck about in the afternoon, kind of chill, do whatever, maybe rest.
Yeah.
And then in the evening, we went and found Steph. And then basically at night, we went to the bar and we just chatted. And I had some really good conversations with, like just speaking to Ferdy about like gobs and grams, and talked about esports, and I talked about how apparently esports is just the best esport in terms of talent, I guess.
Wait, what?
Well, apparently all the other esports they get people in who don't know anything about the game and don't play the game to like run that do be talent. Like they just have like talent that do lots of games.
Oh.
They're just reading shit off a script and stuff. And they're trying to be like positive, and they're trying to be like a certain way. And then I was like, that's really weird because Dota.
Well, League doesn't do that either. They have like
Dota, they just fucking make fun of each other.
Yeah, Dota League, sorry, has like they have like this whole team, and some of that team might go off and do other games occasionally. But they have like their dedicated League teams.
Yeah, the Dota crowd doesn't really do other games.
Yeah.
And like they all know each other, and like they're all really good friends, and they get along, and they make stupid jokes, and sometimes they're like supposed to be doing analysis or like explaining the game or doing commentary, and they'll just be talking about like fucking soup or something. Like they'll just be like, nope, we are talking about this. I do not care what's happening in this professional game with real money and like, you know, huge stakes. We're going to chat about this one spell for 20 minutes.
Yeah, who would ever do a commentary for a tournament for a game they never played Overlite? It certainly wouldn't be me.
Yeah, me neither. Sounds like Tom and Perry casting poker. It kind of is. But I mean, they also have like some really good talent.
Talking about lasagna, not us.
When it gets down to, wait, when did you do? Was it StarCraft?
Yeah.
When it chips down the Dota people pod. Anyway, we just had like we just chatted. It was great. Had a really, really nice time just chatting to everyone, like relaxing with everyone, and like just because it was like I've done things with these people. I've seen them around. I've seen their streams, and I've seen them chatting. And it's like now they're here in front of me, and I just want to get to know them.
I just felt like I feel like I could have done with more time to do that, but it just felt supernatural hanging out with everybody because I'd like already know everyone. Like it didn't feel I never got the like thing of wow, I'm actually seeing these people in person. It was just like, yep, I know them all already. They're my friends. They're here.
Yeah, and I never got the thing of like, do you ever, when you meet people, you're like, oh, we're not really like, we don't have a lot to talk about, or like we don't, like, it's hard to like often in like group situations, I think, where it's just like,
yeah,
we don't really mesh well, and like I'm like talking to them, but I'm not really being myself, because if I was myself, they wouldn't know how to talk to me.
Yeah, you have to I have to get to know people before I can like,
yeah,
so it's kind of awkward talking to somebody for the first time, and then maybe they get the wrong impression of me because I'm not me because I'm shy me.
Yeah.
I definitely
The
feel
whole
that.
thing. But then just like we just everyone I met, I could just be like Dingus, or just fucking open with a hug or like some stupid shit that's happened or like just anything, and we could just like chat to them and just like overarching theme of the weekend was just how wonderful it was to see everyone and like everyone I spoke to and just be able to spend time. I just wanted to spend time with people. That's all I wanted, I think. Like ultimately.
Yeah.
And it was and I mean, I guess next time Vizty, you gotta Vizty, you gotta get your shit together. You gotta get there like 2 days early and leave like half a day late after. Like the morning or evening or afternoon after. And I mean, I think a lot of the yogs arrived the Thursday, like they flew Thursday morning or afternoon or something.
Yeah, I know Revs did that.
Yeah.
Was shown literally your entire ass on stream.
Did I see Vizty ass in real life? No, actually. No, I don't think I ever actually stood behind you, I feel like.
Oh yeah,
literally,
true.
At no point, I think I think I stood in front of you a lot.
Yeah.
I often led the way walking around.
Yeah, true. I just followed Overlite around because she, you know, she's more important than I am in the hierarchy of the Gobs and Grems, so I just followed her around.
What am I supposed to say here? There's so many things I could say here. Overlite is Little Spoon? No! Wait, yay! Little Spoon! Yeah, let's go!
Wait, why did everybody keep talking about Rossabo? I never get to see Rossabo. Nemet got to hang around with Rossabo the whole time.
I didn't see Nemet, actually. No, I did see Nemet.
I saw Nemet. I didn't get to see fucking Rossabo. Rossabo apparently talked to, like, nobody. Rossabo just hung around on their own. Maybe talked to Ravs or something.
What?
And Kirsty.
Wait, what? Rossabo?
Well, no, they were, like, with, someone else. Like, was it Salil or, like, someone else? But Rossabo, oh, is it Novad? Yeah. But, like, those two basically didn't talk to a whole lot of other people. They just spent the whole time together.
They did a maybe half of Vizty. They did half of they did.
God, I got to see so many people. It just felt like there wasn't enough time to talk to people, like have a good conversation, and there wasn't enough space in the con to sit and like have a good conversation with people, which I think was the big thing.
This is the thing that I figured out very quickly. That made me have a lot less like FOMO of not having tickets was TwitchCon itself was like speed. It was like speed dating, but with greeting people.
Yeah.
It was like you get 5-10 minutes max. You can't really talk to them because there's loud fucking music playing.
Oh god, yeah. Well, we did that fucking meet. So on the Saturday, the Yogs did a meet and greet little impromptu thing in one of the rooms, and they picked the fucking the like first hall you enter, and it was like the room with the giant that had big speakers. A lot of the time there was somebody DJing there. It was just loud. It was impossible to actually have a conversation with people, and so they did the meet and greet thing in there, and I got to see Ped and Boba a little bit, but you couldn't really have a conversation. So I was just kind of hanging with them a bit. It's kind of all weird. We were just like, they just sat on some beanbags. They were like fucking done. Like it was great. And then I just like sat with them for a bit. I got to see, I got to like hop into the Brecord photograph briefly. Got to chat with the High Rollers guys because it was like right after High Rollers. So we got to see like Katie and Ree and Sarah, TikTok Sarah was there.
Oh, I wish I had gotten to speak to. That's one of the people that I was like, didn't really care that much, but also when I saw her, I was like, I kind of wish I could talk to her a bit.
I mean, we had a conversation about the High Rollers thing, and that was it.
Yeah.
So, like, I really didn't get to chat about much. But it was, it was like you basically just had to lean in and shout at each other because it was not the best room for a meetup. Yeah, it wasn't very COVID safe.
Yeah, I guess next time just go outside or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It probably would have been better just to. We could have gone outside by that big sign where we took the picture on the morning.
Yeah. Like that was a nice open space with.
Have you got that picture? We should show the picture.
Ooh, yes. Where is it? I think it's in.
I gotta.
Goblins, Scrums, photos. Alternatively, Zoof was like unofficial, official photographer.
I feel like Zoof did a great job, but then I also realized that Zoof's probably not in a lot of these pictures.
Yeah, I felt bad about that.
Yeah.
Like when Zoof took the pic of the Goblins and Grumps, I was like, Zoof's not gonna be in it. Doing a scroll. I'm gonna find it.
Do a finding.
Here we go. I found it. I can send it to you if you want.
Yeah. Oh.
You find it?
Thank you.
God, every time I look at this, I'm like remembering what it feels to be human. Remembering how it feels to not just chat at my screen and over voice chat to people who do text chat, but just like that everyone who went was a real human being. I feel like we had more people. This feels like a too few number of... Wait a minute, Dividend snuck into the Gobs and Grems.
I know.
To be fair, having done the subathon stuff, it did cross my mind that like should Dividend be in the Discord for like subathon related things? But I mean, don't know.
Maybe, probably. Well, but you keep
people
weirdos. I know, right?
Aren't streamers that are there are mods and Sagu. Because Sagu just makes a lot of art for people, and we're just like, yeah, just fucking put him in. He's just making goblins and gremlins art without anyone asking. Just put him in the server. It's fine.
God, Dividend, I will say, I told Overlite this. Dividend, I know you're here somewhere in chat, peepers. I think.
They're in my chat, peepers.
Peepers, you are the spitting image of my friend, my IRL best friend. It's very strange. Oh dear. Just like the whole time I was like, this is very strange. Oh no, I'm leaking our DMs. Quick.
Jump. Oh no, DMs. What did we even say?
Ped laugh.
Ped laugh. Still want to do normal Friday
no, I'm still leaking our DMs, but on a smaller screen.
No, you can't do that. That's so sexy.
God damn it.
Yeah, we just talked about how we're gonna like crush everyone.
How we're gonna take over the yoga cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
totally.
we're gonna internet by storm.
Yep.
These like amazing plans. Just amazing. Just like crazy stuff, you know.
Exactly.
God, looking at these pictures, I'm gonna get reminded of how my hair deteriorated over the course of that weekend. My hair just fucking went nuts.
Well, it looks.
I think it's.
Oh, it's good there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
No.
Yeah. No. It's fine.
I'm scrolling through Overlite's Twitter now.
The selfies that I got with people were good. It was fine because it was like close and just like really nice. I got some real nice selfies with a lot of people. But I feel like you probably can see it just getting like just the messiness off the charts.
I've opened your thread.
Oh, should we look at some of these pictures?
Yeah.
They are really. I was really pleased with all these pictures I got. Just. Oh, I look amazing in this one. What the fuck? This Redox one, I look fucking. So, like, So this is the thing is, on Friday, Redox took a selfie. I think I was too tired to think on Friday. But Saturday morning I was thinking about it and I was like, I don't take pictures, but I think I should. I would like to have pictures with everyone. I would like a picture with everyone. And then I was like, okay, from now on, I'm just gonna take a selfie with whoever I find. And we were, I think on Saturday, sitting outside the Rai, which is where the TwitchCon was held, sitting outside. And I was like, Redox, Kirby, Wise, take a selfie with me. And I just started taking selfies, and every time I took them, I would upload them. Barring like one or two that were like a bit late. But God, everyone just looks so like happy. And
I know, it was great.
time.
I like.
I know.
Oh. Oh wait,
it was so good.
I need to open this one of you with ref.
Oh my god, the ref one.
Oh no!
Oni-chan.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
god.
the ref one I can explain.
No, there doesn't need any explanation. It's fine as it is.
I mean, maybe the explanation is funnier. Look, I was bought out. I sold out. I was told by a certain few other collaborators. What did they say? If you call Ref Oni-chan, I'll give you $5. I think
Overlite. Listen, Overlite's cheap. $5. She'll call somebody a name.
That's a sub.
Yeah. I mean, it's a sub. So it's a sub for them.
Yeah,
it's not a sub for you.
It's not a sub for me. This is the thing. I chatted to Vizzy about this at some point. It is not as the sub value is like so bad. And I was just talking about like other plans.
You just gotta get partner full head.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if that improves it.
It does. It's like 75-25 or something instead of 50-50.
Is it?
I think it is, yeah.
Oh
or 70-30. It is a better cut.
Hey, Vizzy.
Yeah?
You're cute.
You're cute.
Am I?
Yeah?
Oh my god.
What?
This is the best day.
But you are cute. I don't know what's happening. I can't see your chat anymore.
Well, I mean, that was a sub, so,
Oh.
500 bits. I'll call save even more. No, I'm kidding. Well, you know, I will do. Anyway, yeah, no, it was so nice to like. I think what was good is I was thinking about it and I was like, oh, this will be really helpful for when I do a stream, on talking about TwitchCon, to just go through them and be like chronologically like this is what we were doing then and this is what we were doing then, and everyone I talked to was just like, it's free content. Like, that first post has 114 likes. Easiest 114 likes of my life, honestly. Just like, yep. Just take a pic with Boba and Ped. 200 likes. Piece of cake.
Yeah, Boba has hearts on her teeth.
Oh yeah.
It's very cool.
Yeah. It's real. It's very, very cool.
So we're basically looking at Overlite's pictures because apart from the pictures that people have taken with me in, I didn't take any pictures.
Overlite white glasses askew because my glasses were constantly fucked through that weekend.
Oh,
because I don't wear the glasses mask combo that much, and they were just constantly fucking. Yeah, it was more focused on taking a good selfie and
Look, it's a picture with me with wheat in the background.
Yeah. It's a good picture. Yeah, no. So Saturday, what did I do on Saturday? I came to the Gobs and Grems meet. I saw everyone and it was so exciting. Like, without talking to everyone, just seeing them, my brain was like bouncing. I was just bouncing, just like, oh my god. Oh, everyone is here. It's all of my friends and my beloveds and my everyone. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay, it's not all of my friends, obviously, but like, just everyone is. Ugh. I know them all, and they're all here, and they have faces, and they're real, and I can touch them, like in a
consensual way.
You know, in a consensual way that people who know each other do. And it was just so like, so exciting. And maybe that's why the weekend was so fucking magical. It's just getting to see all these people.
Wait, you think Sandbad thinks Nairon is Rav's long lost brother? Oh my god.
Maybe just because of the picture.
Yeah.
I think in person, like, they have a very different skin tone. I don't know if the picture captures it very well. The energy of the pictures got quite chaotic.
I was looking at that picture of you taking a selfie touching Wheat's head. But people can't see that I was between them, and so in this picture I'm just leaning around the back of Overlite out the way. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I I was just no, I don't know what I was talking about. Saturday, I just like I came to the Gobs and Grems, and then we were trying to organize a time to hang out. We were like really trying to do one. Then we thought after the high rolls we'd have time.
Yeah.
Home.
But yes, it's like because the high rollers thing, it was only an hour and a half long or whatever. And it was fucking awesome, by the way. The high rollers prequel thing.
That.
Everybody needs to go watch it right now. What about the what museum? Just hold on, Sambard. We'll get there. That's Sunday. Hold. And the high rollers thing, it was great. And then they were like, "Hey, we're gonna go to the main hall and see everybody." And then like the Yolda Yogs were there, so I ended up hanging there for a bit. And then I was like, "Oh, my sister." I went with my sister and my mum because they went to go around Amsterdam, and they were like, "Hey, we want to do food." But at the same time, I was messaging Overlite like, "Hey, we should hang." For a bit before you go to your secret food thing.
Yes, my secret,
very
evening
secret
plans on Saturday
evening
that
plans that everybody knew about.
That
yeah,
everybody knew.
And then neither of those really happened. I hung around it a bit in the con, and then I went and met up with my family for food. But then we went back to instead of doing that, it was I couldn't really time things very well in Amsterdam. Like how long it would take or anything. Cookies, thank you. Like, I was like, oh, to get to where they are, it'll take like a few minutes, and I ended up getting the wrong tram, and we had to meet up and walk through the fucking red light district, and we saw some booba.
Same. That happened for us as well.
A woman literally stepped out of a room. We were walking down the street, didn't realize it was the red light district. A woman opened a door, walked out entirely naked. Turned around, walked back in again. I was like, oh, whoops. Yeah, and then we, instead of going to get food straight away, we went back to the thing because we were all knackered, and then we had a bath. And it was like ages before we actually went for food. And then we went for food, and then we went to the pub with, Wheat and Ref and Boney and Nyren and everyone, and then certain Overlite and Redox Cavelli turned up.
Yep. Yeah, my Saturday was we kind of fucked around outside the con. I think we were waiting for like something. I can't really remember. I think we were waiting for
Were we gonna do the picture, right?
you to come out.
Yeah.
Of high rollers.
Oh.
And then the Yog meet happened, and we were just like,
oh,
we're
we
just gonna go.
Oh fuck! I didn't realize. I'm sorry.
We didn't wait that long because the Yog meet was organized fairly like half an hour or so into. Like we were just chilling. We kind of needed to rest a bit anyway. But we went, I think, back to the Airbnb and just chilled for like a couple hours. I think Redox and Wise went out, but Abby and I were just like tired as hell, so we just chilled out, and waited for our super secret mod dinner.
Yeah, there was a super secret mod dinner that happened for Ped mods
with Ped and Boba.
Yeah,
which
it was really so like, secret that like nobody knew it was happening.
People would be like, "Oh, you go," like people were trying to arrange plans, and they were like, "Oh, we have to do the bar thing on Saturday at this time," and then I was like. We were like, yeah, we can't like make that time.
We already knew about that. I've known about this fucking meetup thing for like 2 months or something. Like
from who?
I don't know. It's just been people keep saying it. It's been talked about for like 2 months.
Why?
It wasn't a secret at all. It was like it was the most unsecret meal.
I had not. Well, I mean, I guess Boba just fucking told you.
I can't remember who told me. Somebody mentioned it at some point.
Look, the reason we were awkward about it was, I think, because we didn't want anyone to like either FOMO, like feel bad FOMO, or like I guess follow us awkwardly.
Oh yeah,
because that was up, or like end up at like, oh, they're at a bar across the street and they keep coming over and saying hi. So we were just like. Nah.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
So, yeah, I think that's why all of us were a bit like, yeah, we've got a thing, you know, every time the people were like trying to organize things, and like Nyaron was doing a lot of the organizing for the bars, which was cool, having someone in to actually do something. And like, you know, well, I think Nyaron was like booking places as well, which was kind of hog. But anyway, I think when Nyaron was like organizing, I was like, oh yeah, I can't make like 6, 7. I can't really make like 7 p.m. I'll be there like much later. And then Nyaron was like, oh, we'll just do it later then. And I was like, no, just do it now. Like, you don't need to wait for me, please.
Well, it was a bit
I
like,
don't want
we didn't
that.
really know who was going to be there, because it was like, you were all
Me,
at the
Redox,
secret
Kirby,
meal
Pim,
that
Raph.
was super secret. And
Yeah.
we, like, a lot of people were kind of not really replying. And then I was like, I'm going for food, so I don't know if I'm going to be
Yeah.
there. And
Yeah,
then,
Saturday was messy.
yeah, it wasn't as organized. Everybody went out
Yeah.
on Friday without me. That's what happened.
Feels bad. Everyone on Friday was like talking about how they really wanted to go out on Saturday. So that
amazing.
so that they could see you. Like, everyone
No.
literally like
What?
at some point everyone was like, yeah, we have to come to the pub tomorrow because then we're gonna get to see visiting.
Yay! I know, it's because everybody was like, we wanted to do that board game pub thing.
Yeah.
And then
But
but then
the
it was the
idea
only
was
day that it was like, it was
karaoke.
even doable, or karaoke, yeah. But none of them were
Karaoke was
doable on
closed.
Saturday. And it was
So we did a
like,
Friday.
yeah,
And then on
so
Saturday we just went to a bar or something.
yeah.
And
But I was like, oh, I'm sad because I wanted to do that with you all, but it's on Friday.
yeah,
Merlin
like-
went to the nightclub with Mango on Friday. Holy shit.
Oh my god, Merlin, what the fuck? That's Pog.
God, I am
wouldn't
not
have
a
wanted to go to a
nightclub.
nightclub,
I
yeah,
would
okay.
not have. If somebody had
Fuck
gone,
that.
even if it was like somebody I wanted to hang out with a lot, spend some time with,
If-
like if Boba or Ped or fucking G or somebody had gone, hey, I don't think either Ben or any of them would have wanted to do that. But if any of them
if
had
Harry-
said that,
Yeah.
I'd be like, nope.
Harry of the Yogs cast came up to me and said, if you come to this nightclub with me, you can join the Yogs cast. And I said no.
Yeah, I'd say no.
I'd be like, fuck you, I'm sorry, I'm leaving.
I'd be like, yeah, that's not my vibe. Do you want to come to the pub?
Oh my god. But yeah, every time it just kept coming up, then we would be like, yeah, we'll see you later in the evening, like kind of late, because we have a thing. I would be like, yeah, we have like a mod thing in the evening, and then
Yeah,
Redox would be like,
secret.
yeah, we're going to dinner with Peddenberg, and I'd be like,
Yep.
Redox.
Yeah.
God damn
We
it,
all
Redox,
knew.
stop
We
telling
all
everyone."
knew. We all
I
knew.
know, everyone knew.
We
We
all
still wanted
knew.
to like be, yeah, okay. Yeah,
we
we
were all of you, and we were all respectful about it. It was fine.
Yeah, I know. Everyone was. A part of me, like going into the trip, was like a bit worried that someone would be like weird, like someone somewhere would be weird. But literally everyone was super fucking amazing and
Yeah,
lovely
yeah.
and nice. It was so like, it was so good. It was just everyone I met was super chill and well, maybe not super chill, but like just super nice to chat to. And super
Yeah, they talked to
lovely
that
and
fizzy person. They were an asshole.
Yeah, they just like kept. I just got stuck with them for hours. It's
Yeah, they were trying to find
terrible.
lip balm.
No,
Oh.
there is. You know,
Ugh.
I feel. Oh, there is. I can't say bad things.
Any weirdos in the chat? Ah yes, let me speak up now. I've been lurking this whole
yes.
time, but now you have called me
It's
out. I am now.
time.
I'm here.
I will make my thesis statement. I fucking hate trans people.
What the
Yes,
fuck?
wait, what
You're
the-
banned. You're banned. Get out of my
Bugger.
chat, sir.
Oh my god, it was great. Yeah, when going to dinner, because also weirdly enough, I think at that dinner, I was like, oh, you know, I'll get to chat to Ped and Boba and stuff. I feel
Yeah.
like Pim and Redox and Kirby did a lot of like chatting to Ped and Boba. I spoke to Ref a lot. We chatted a fair bit. Ref was so just amazing. Oh my god, Ref was like so nice and like I don't know just the Ref energy, but like they were just, we just chat. Maybe it's because they're like older and more mature and just like, I will talk about certain stuff and are good at conversations or something.
Yeah.
But I just, when I chatted to Ref, Ref was just like super pog. And I was like, oh, this is super cool to get to speak to Ref, because I was like, this is like big brother. This is how this came up, is like, I feel like all the Boba mods are like big siblings to whenever I see them. I feel like they're more responsible and more like pog and stuff.
Oh.
I'm just like a funny little goblin. And so I was like, oh, it's, yeah, you're like, this is like my big brother. And then someone was like, call Ref Oni-chan right fucking now. Ref, hello. It was so cool to chat to you, Ref. I had like, I don't know, we just had really nice conversations. And then I was kind of like, I felt a bit awkward. I will say it now. I felt a bit awkward talking to Ped and Boba.
Yeah.
Because we don't talk like normally.
I know. I just felt like I never got the
message them sometimes.
The time, like we only chatted super
briefly.
Yeah. Well, I did say to Boba, I was like, I am worried that we are like everybody's gonna be so busy. So I knew like they were playing the mod meal, like there's all like the stuff happening. I knew like they want to hang out with all the Yogs, and the Yogs are gonna go out and everything. And like I was like, I know everybody's gonna be so busy that like some people aren't actually really gonna get to see each other very much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I felt like I didn't like I got to see Boba and Ped a bit on the first day where we took all the pictures and stuff. And then
I did have this with a certain person.
A certain
at Barry Harry. I
at
managed to miss
Barry, please.
2 times.
Twice.
Incredibly frustratingly. Okay. Once when we did the Goblins and Gremms photo shoot and meet up on Saturday afternoon, when we were done, Wise walked over to us and went, "Oh, I just saw Harry."
No.
And I was like, "What?"
Oh,
like,
I
yeah,
did a racing thing.
Like, you fucking what?
I walked past
I just wanted to say hi.
I walked past Daff, but didn't like say anything or introduce myself. Nodded at him. He looked confused at me. Nodded back, and it was like, I was like, yes, perfect. It was so funny. Oh my god.
I love Daff. That's a lovely boy. And then a second time, Saturday evening, we sat down at a bar. This was after the dinner. There's more story to tell. We sat down at a bar, and then I think, was it you, Ref, who turned to me and was like, "Oh yeah, I just saw Barry just a bit ago. You were like 5 meters away."
No.
He was outside having a smoke, or I don't know if he's having a smoke, but like he was outside, just chilling. I was fucking in tears, like, god damn it. And then like I posted the last selfie, the last picture in this thread. I posted that in Bleb Discord, and Barry replied and was like, "How the fuck did we not meet?" And I was just like, don't know. I know I didn't go in the con, but like I'm shaking and crying. I'm so sad. I literally just wanted to say hi and do a thank you or some shit.
The only time I saw Harry was during the Yog meet thingy, and he was just charging around like doing stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, I felt really awkward just interrupting whatever he was doing and saying hi.
Yeah. He was busy.
He was
if I had
busy.
stayed longer, I'd have met Overlite. Oh, Alan, because you probably would have been hanging out with. Oh my god, the people in this picture. That's me, Urbus. I'm not gonna lie. I only remember Alex, Sunburn, Wilco, and MPOdge. I don't know which of the 2 remaining people. Yeah, and the only reason I even remember Alex is because they like replied to my things on Twitter when I did a post. On the left, Hog Kobus. Now I know your name. Oh my god, it was kind of hard to get everyone's. I got like 8 names at once, and I couldn't remember them all. The ones I did remember, which is because I knew them already, or they.
That's right. I have Twitch chat on the left. That's right. The best place for Twitch chat. Okay.
What?
It's on the left. It's where it belongs.
What the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing?
Having Twitch chat on the right side.
Yeah, the correct side, as in the left.
No, the right side. I don't need to elaborate.
But you read from the left.
And?
So you have it on the left.
But if you read from the left,
Yeah, it's
when you go
Overlite's
to look
chat.
at it, you're gonna scroll from the right, which means that you're gonna see some characters that you have to skip over to find the beginning of a message.
What? The reason I do is because I normally have it on my right monitor, and so looking all the way to the right, like fucking turning your head nearly 45 degrees, to see the Twitch chat is painful. So I put Twitch on the left.
Wow. I just turn my head 45 degrees.
And then if I'm
I
watching
guess.
stuff, usually when I'm watching stuff on my main screen, I'm watching on I'm usually modding chat, so I've got mod view open anyway.
When oh my god. So when I met Ped and Boba, or specifically Ped, on Saturday in the afternoon for the first time, he gave me like a strong hug. Like, he was obviously very excited to see me, and I was obviously very excited to see him. But I'm a weak bitch, and so he hugged me and immediately went, "You're so fragile."
No.
And then he hugged Kirby, and he said the exact same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, please. I'm sorry, I'm a weak bitch. I have been this whole time. Oh my god. But it was so nice to see. I feel like I chatted to Boba a little bit. I feel like I talked to Ped a lot more than I talked to Boba. I don't know.
Yeah. I really wish I
like...
had more time to just sit and chat with them, but you know.
What I find ironic is
next time.
The longest conversation I've ever had with Ped over like DMs or Discord or whatever was that Saturday evening when we were trying to find each other. And that's like 15 messages long. And before that, every conversation we have is 5 messages or less. We have the most utilitarian conversation.
Well, that's how I chat with everybody on Discord.
Like, say exactly what we need to. Nothing more.
Yeah.
Even though we like fucking Twitch chat and shit like that.
Yeah, if anybody ever talks to me in text chat, that's just how I type, like I'm fucking sending an email. I do them. It's the most heartless, soulless conversation, because I can't talk to people in text. I have to hear people's voice, or see their face.
Here's an amazing example: is when Redox and I got invited to the Discord for the Fall Guys codes, and he sent it to me, and he sent the link, said for interviews, we'll send Redox too. I responded, in it already, poggers. Code will be there as well, I assume. He responded, yes. That was it. That's the kind of conversation.
To whom the hell it may or may not concern.
But then, like, I talk to Boba and we fucking yell about shit sometimes.
Yeah.
But then, like, I met in person. I'm like, I want to chat to Pedguin. I want to talk to Pedguin way more. I feel like I got a lot more to say. And a lot more to, I don't know.
Oh my god.
That's normal. Boba. Overlite is very, very tall. No, Boba's a short bitch.
Whoa. Gosh. I mean, I think it's a combination of the two. You're tall.
I am...
Boba is small.
Okay, look. I'm above average for a woman. I am average male height, alright?
Okay.
And most of the people there were smaller than me. Like, a bunch... I feel like everyone I met was small, apart from, like, Wilco and maybe someone else.
Well, I mean, I gotta get that picture of me and... Okay, hang on, hold on, I gotta find that picture that we took on the pre-cord picture, but...
The Wilco pictures, by the way, all of the pictures of Wilco is the funniest shit in the world. The height... Can somebody find it for me? The fucking Boba next to Wilco picture is so fucking funny. It's like... It's incredible how big the height is. And it was weird how, like, this wasn't a thing, and then like a couple days before, everyone was like, what height is everyone? How tall is this? Is suddenly relevant. We normally don't care about this, but like, we're gonna see how tall people are.
But it was just so nice to meet, like, it was so nice to see a bunch of people who like from like chat, from different like.
Yeah.
From like that you recognize that out of the thing. They're like, hey, it's me, X person from High Rollers chat, and I'm like, oh shit, that's so cool. And like got to hang out with people. It was so cool to see all of my lovely friends. It was so cool to meet a bunch of the Yogs and then being like, oh my god, it's actual Vizty. It's so crazy to see you in person, not just a name in the chat. And I was like, I know.
I kind of do wish I'd gotten to chat to. Wait, is this the bit? There's another one of the two of them standing right next to each other, but this, Cobra's put it in my chat. I'll put it in yours. Hold on.
Oh, I've got your stream open. That's okay.
Okay, this fucking image. There's another one that's like them standing right next to each other. Wilco is just so big.
Yeah.
He's just yoked. Just a huge boy.
Just a large boy.
And this is Cobus, and this is Alex J. I chatted to. Had a really nice chat. We'll go around to. We did
meet Zoof, of course.
We did meet Zoof, yeah.
Yeah, I spent some time hanging with Zoof a little bit.
He's one of the people I actually didn't like talk to at all, and he said afterwards. Apparently, I was very like. I was also kind of just YOLOing at people and like chatting them up, and I was like going around a lot, and I was hard to approach, which I didn't even realize. I think I was just so excited to like see everyone and just be like, I at least need to come say hi, even if I don't get to have a conversation. Maybe I should have gone and said hi to Ravs and Duncan because I literally didn't see them.
Oh yeah, I've got Zeus's photo thing.
I'm sure there will be more chances to say hello.
Yeah. So Zoof took like a million amazing pictures of just like everybody.
God, everyone, it's
Just Nemeth and Pim. Was a Bim.
Nemeth and Bim on day one. Oh my god, one of my favorite memes was for the no one wanted to fucking and this was the thing I think a lot of people experience. No one wanted to send selfies of themselves, right? And so when they were trying to find each other during badge collection, they would send pictures of the scenery next to them. And so people started just taking pictures of like 100 people in a crowd and going,
this is where I am.
Are you in this picture?
Yes, I saw that. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
My favorite was, it was like playing GeoGuessr, literally. My favorite was Steph, who posted a picture and was like, I am here. And then Pim went, I'm in that picture. Immediately found each other. It's so fucking good. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Look at everybody.
It was just... It was so... It's Pim! I could hug them. Like,
I know.
Oh my god. Everyone's doing pictures.
Look at all of us at where we ambushed Ped and Boba with everybody.
Bernie was really cool to chat to as well. I kind of wish I got more conversation out of them, but the Omega, that's the Katamari, when you Katamari'd into them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first one. And then Redox, me, Kirby, and Wise summoned everyone outside because we were like, we're outside, we want to take pictures. They all wanted to take pictures like with everyone.
Oh, I know, because we wanted to do the big group photo with everybody,
yeah,
so we were going to come outside. Yeah. We were like, you tell us when you're here and we'll all make our way outside. So we went and very quickly grabbed some lunch, and then everybody kind of split up, like we lost a load of people. And Boba was like, hey, call me when you want to do this big picture, and everybody had just like fucked off outside already and not really said where they'd gone. And so I was like, where is everybody? And Boba was like, you were supposed to call me when I did the picture. I didn't know it was happening. Everybody just disappeared.
Wait a minute. That's in this picture as well. I guess Jelly Cheeks is also it. Yeah, it's just a nice picture. Yeah, it was like, oh my god. It was so nice on that Saturday afternoon when we were like waiting for people to come out. I saw Shark Dog. Shark Dog said hi. They were kind of shy, but I think it was all right. It was kind of pog. I like sign anything for them. I don't know if they wanted like a signature or something. I didn't have anything to give. So, but it was really, really nice to see them. Because they've done quite a lot for me. But then like we were stood waiting for people, and it was so like we were just seeing people slowly come out, and it was just like my first time seeing so many of these people. It's like, you know, Pim and Zoof coming out, and I think, was it Pim and Jelly who were walking around in TwitchCon a bit, I think.
Yeah.
And God, I don't think I spoke to Ref that afternoon, but we got to chat in the evening, so it was fine. And like Wheat and like everyone, and then you, Boba, and Pei came out last, and I was like so fucking excited. I was like, it's my favorites. I am going to exhibit favoritism. And then just like, oh my god, I think I like might have elbowed someone in the face when I hugged them, but it's fine.
The fucking Razor rocking horse thing in the con. Everybody on it on these pictures. Sorry.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, the Yog ones. Got some grams and some nice. Oh, Zoof did get a picture with Lois. Wait, Ferdy and Weep photobombing? Oh my god. Fucking Ferdy, that's a perfect photo bomb. Holy shit. This is so fucking good, actually. Oh my god. Alt is there, Alex is there as well. Oh my god. Jelly, ugh. Hat boys.
Oh my gosh.
I'm missing a hat. Wilco peeping in the background. Oh god. So good. It was so good. The Jingle Jam jumper.
Sunburn.
Wait. He donated his jumper.
Yeah,
Oh
it was
God,
it was Lewis's jumper apparently from the Jingle Jam, and that's what, like, so they went, okay, so it was basically they went, hey, we're gonna meet in the big room, which was that was what that was called, or whatever, the fucking noisy cube room, and then they went, we're gonna meet at Jumper big cube room, and I was like, Jumper, what the fuck does that mean? And so we were like wandering around going, what the fuck did they mean by jumper? Is there like a little thing? I was like looking at the signs going, nope, that's not called jumper, that's not called jumper, that's not called jumper. What the fuck did they mean by jumper? And then Wheat came and rescued us, because Wheat's the only person who can fucking navigate through TwitchCon. And then as Wheat started walking, like as soon as we did like the first 2 steps, I went, oh, the fucking jumper, the TwitchCon jumper that I haven't actually, the Jingle Jam jumper that I haven't actually seen that I know is here. That's what they meant, the jumper. And I was like, oh, I'm so dumb. Oh my god.
Midi, you weren't at TwitchCon, were you? Right? You weren't.
Midi! Thank you for the follow.
Also, Loboto, good morning.
No.
Yeah, I was kind of sad that I didn't get to go to that Yog meet, but then it turned out the place was loud and
oh
really
god, yeah, it was very hard to
well.
actually talk to people. Like, I had a little chat with Ravs and Mark, I had a little chat with the High Rollers. It was, I got to see, I really short but very excited chat with G, because it was like G and I going, because G's right, like raids sometimes, and like it was exciting, and I wish I could have chatted to her more, but I had to leave. So I was like, oh, it was my biggest regret actually of the whole thing, was that I couldn't chat with G more.
Yeah. God, it's oh my god. So this is such a wonderful, delightful thing. Maybe one of my it just like set the tone for the weekend, I feel like. Alex always got ruined for sorry. On the ped cord, it turned out that Nemit and Jelly Cheeks were in the same hotel. I found out quite quickly. Yeah. And so they didn't, I think they arrived Thursday. They were too awkward. They didn't like go and like meet each other. And oh my god, it's so if you go to if you scroll it up enough in the ped cord TwitchCon thread. Oh, that's so hard to say, ped cord TwitchCon. Basically they both went to breakfast. And they were too awkward to talk to each other at first.
Oh no.
And what happened was they took pictures of each other like 2 tables away. I was reading and I was like, no, please, come on, I believe in you. You could just go say hi. It's so easy once you just sit down and just like give it a bit of time, you know. But then like 10 minutes later, they were like, we've talked so much. And I was like, my heart was so like, oh, this is great. Like, this is what I expect the weekend to be like. Like, I feel like everyone's gonna like open up to each other, get comfortable, just meeting people and saying hi, getting to have conversations. I was there first and Jelly didn't feel comfortable joining me at my table. You still both took pictures of each other and were like, yes, I am here with Jelly. Yes, I'm here with Nemet.
No.
We haven't said hi yet, which is too awkward to say hi. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm imagining how awkward this is. But then, like, you know, did a big chatting apparently. We ate breakfast the next day at the same table. Yeah, and in my mind, that like image of you two, that like bit of you two taking pictures of each other 2 tables away is like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, I know 2 days from now it's gonna be like how it started versus how it's going. Like, just seeing that, I was like, I know these 2 are gonna start, like, as soon as you start talking as well, it's just like, oh my god, yes, I'm so like happy that just we're just having a great time together. And just like, it made me so happy. And like, this was something I asked a couple people towards the end, was like, how awkward was it to begin with, versus how it like feels now. And I think the biggest one was Wilco, I think.
But I know I put up that picture of the record picture that we took in the giant cube room, and the lighting is just pink. We're all very pink. But look how tall Bree is. Why is he so tall? Bree is so tall.
I think, isn't there a picture of that with Bree removed?
Yeah, there's like a thing with I can't find it now. It's too far to scroll. Look, what you can't see is behind this t-shirt on some cushions on the floor on the left is where Ped and Boba are just chilling out. Yeah, Tam edited herself over Bree.
Oh my god, that's so good. Oh god, yeah, I've seen this. I think you showed me this picture.
Yeah.
It's just,
because Bree's just like so tall, but Bree, I saw Bree with everyone. I was like, oh, gotta go say hi to Bree. So I was just sat with Ped and Boba, and then and then Bree just is like, hey, and like gets me and goes, get in there, get over here. We're doing a thing, and I was like, oh, what's happening? And then there's like Mango with a camera, and I'm like, oh, we're doing a picture, okay.
like, look, Viz looks a little murderous. I mean, I guess.
It's the light. It's the Viz evil light, okay?
Somebody do an expand on Viz.
Wait. Oh no.
No. Oh no.
Old? I'm opening the app.
Old? I'm holding.
Look.
Oh my god, that's so fucking good. Oh my god. I don't know why I laughed so much. I really like that.
Oh my god. So you can tell that they're there because the lighting is the same.
Sorry.
Yepers.
I just slammed the mug.
What the hell?
I hit it with my bottle. It's hard to control. I have awkward table.
Have you got any more Saturday stories?
Oh god. Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Saturday. Let me get my tweet thread back up. Where even is it? Yeah, dinner. We had dinner. And then after dinner, we came to the bar, and the bar that you were at.
Yeah.
And you were just like dying.
Yeah, I've been up since 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And it was like,
I think
it was like 10 p.m. And I was like, I'm dead.
Yeah, 30... like, I've almost been up 24 hours.
Yeah, it's like, it's nearly been 24 hours. I'm sat here. I'm dying.
I think I was just like, I wrote a because you wanted to stick around. You wanted to see Pat and Boba.
Yeah, because they were like, we might come round, but we might go and hang with the Yogs, and they weren't sure. So I was like, hey, let me know if you're coming over here, because I'll stick around.
And I was a little like, because I had that dinner with them, but I kind of feel like I chatted to Ref a lot. I felt kind of awkward at that dinner. And so it was a bit like, I kind of wish I could have been more comfortable and just talk like a regular human being, like I do for literally everyone else. You know, like this, like we just have a chatting, but I feel kind of weird. Even though I was like super excited and happy to see them still. And they were like saying, you know, we might see you later. We might come out for some drinks later if you're around. And so when I went to meet you, you were like saying that you wanted to meet them, and I told you what was up. And then I think you messaged Boba, and I was sat there like, Visty's really tired. I don't want her to suffer. Like, I don't want like them to be like umming and ahhing. I don't want to put pressure on them to like say yes or no, like force them to say. But also, like, you were omega tired, and I wanted to hang out with you tomorrow. I was like, you're really tired now. If you're really tired now and you're still tired tomorrow, I'm gonna be sad. So I like took your phone.
Yeah.
And I messaged Boba, and I was like, you're gonna tell me right now if you are or aren't coming out. I need an honest answer. Because don't fucking hurt my Vizty. I will fight you. Message like, I swear to God, you're gonna answer, okay? Because we're hanging out tomorrow, and fuck's sake. There's like, and they said they'd be out like later, but they weren't gonna go out. They said they weren't gonna go out for a while.
Yeah.
And I think.
And then I needed to get. I was like, looked at the metro times, and I was like, I should probably just go, because there's not going to be any. That was like the last one. I was like,
oh shit!
I should just,
oh my God! I'm so glad you left then.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's probably better than. It was
like...
only like a 20-minute walk back, but I wasn't really feeling walking 20 minutes through a city on my own. Didn't really give the good vibes. So
I completely forgot about getting home safe. I was a little tired, I guess. I was in a state of excitement all weekend. I don't know.
Wait. Oh, no, Nemeth said when they were waiting for an Uber on Saturday, a guy came up to them, looked over their shoulder, and asked them to look up something on their phone. They had times where they said, sure. They wanted to know the exchange rate of Chilean peso to euros, pesos. It looks up 1 to 1,000, and then he left. What the heck?
Oh my God. On Friday evening, when Kirby and I were walking home, we walked under this, like, through this little tunnel, and there was a guy on a bike who was just, like, slowly cycling, and it was just us and him in the tunnel, and as we walked by him, he just stopped, and I think we both, neither of us did anything, we just kept walking like it was normal, but I'm pretty sure we were both ready to, like, fight or flight. Like,
yeah.
And then we walked past, and then as soon as we walked past, he, like, kept going. And we were both just like, I think that was a drug deal.
Oh.
I think that was I think they were like, they thought we might have been doing a peepers.
Coming to purchase some goods.
Yeah, yeah, and we were both like ready to run or fight.
Oh my God.
Like fists tensed, just like, But...
Oh, when you went back to your hotel room, Mel, and you got the wrong metro, because I saw one about to leave and only realised if you stopped like, well, oh my God. So when I went to meet my sister on Saturday for food, she said, get on the metro to Amsterdam Central. So I got on it. And then she says, get off at Rincon or whatever it was called.
Mm-hmm.
And that was on a different fucking line. It was the wrong one. And I was like,
my God.
Oh, and I was like, you told me to get on the wrong metro, and I've got to get off somewhere else and walk there. This is very annoying.
Actually, I'm crying.
And then she refused to accept responsibility, even though I've got it in text. Like, like, you said, get on the one to Central Station. I was like, I can't believe this. I'm molding.
Alright, Saturday. How did Saturday? We eventually left our bar. I took selfies with everyone. These are all the selfies.
Wait.
Got one with you with Wheat in the background.
Yeah.
Got one with Ernie Nyaren in the background. Got one Nyaren Fushper in the background. got on with Fush, nobody in the background. Just like, you know, had some good selfie time. One of my favorite things was slowly cracking the shell that is Wheat. By the end, I think the final thing I said to Wheat was "fuck you," and then I hugged him. He was like super like hostile, like neutral posture, just not reacting, just being like, you know, like kind of acting like he wasn't having a good time.
Yeah.
But by Saturday, I was already taking a selfie of me touching his head. So, I don't know. I just wanted to touch his head. I don't think I would do this to any other bald person. But I think we kind of all formed a Wheat cult at some point. There were TikToks. I have a couple. I'll send you them.
Oh my god.
Where are they? I need to find the group chat.
I saw the Boba did one saying Wheater's man when they met up on Monday.
Yeah, I think they're on Twitch, the Gobs and Grams threads. If you scroll up a bit, there's TikToks. We just fucking... Everyone just fucking lost their mind over Wheat.
Oh, I got Redox's selfies too. Look at these 3 cuties. Oh, look, it's everybody out on the thingy day, Friday. Words.
Sorry, I'm watching the Wheat TikToks.
Oh no.
Just literally the whole fucking weekend, everyone was just constantly going, Weeders, Weeders, just like the whole, just Steph and like Redox were just losing their fucking minds over it. Also, Melon, good morning. It was a whole thing. Wheat was like a cultural experience rather than a person. I think he had a lovely time.
I'm Weeders. Weeders.
I was very focused on those TikToks.
Dun 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 dun.
Fucking TikTok.
It's Weeders. Bum, 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 bum,
See, the whole
or
weekend Weeders was just
another
in fucking comedy
bald
mode.
man, or it's Weeders. He is here, and we found him. It's Weeders. Weeders. It's Weeders.
The fucking TikTok's so dumb.
No,
Oh, it's great.
they're great. Alright, I gotta get through Saturday. Holy
Yeah,
shit,
get
there's so
through
much to
Saturday.
There's so much shit that just happened, and like so many things to talk about. Just like, oh my god. Where's my thread? There you go. So yeah, after that bar we left to go find Bat but she was in a small bar and there wasn't really space. And also, while we were traveling, Boba messaged Redox and Ped messaged me, and they were like, where are you? And they told us where they were, and they gave us the name of the Yog bar, which, I mean, I guess, like, risky move of the day or something, but also...
Well, I mean...
Probably not at all.
Right, you guys weren't gonna be weird, so I guess it's fine. Like,
Yeah.
whatever.
You're weird, you get kicked from Goblins and Gremlins, smiley face. It was literally only Goblins and Gremlins there. Missing while gardening. Pog, Melon's a garden.
Melon.
I don't answer that question. Enjoy your gardening. Yeah, it was just like, we just started talking and we were just like figuring out where to meet. And if anyone was in the Yog stream yesterday when Duncan and Raz were talking about that sweet band, we were outside across the street, sat down at a bar with Ped and Boba. When we met them, that was the second time. Harry was apparently right next to us, and we were just like, I was obviously focused on chatting the Ped and Boba. And also I did a much bigger pog, and I was really glad that I got to see them that evening, because I had like a drink or two by then, and I felt a lot more comfortable just like chatting shit, and we actually just got to like vibe and hang out, where I feel like I didn't get a great, like, I didn't do that too much. I feel kind of awkward at the dinner, but like the bars in the evening, at night rather, because we stayed up until 2 a.m. Like it was super nice to just see them and just like you know, make jokes and talk nonsense and have a nice evening. It was more relaxed later on. Yeah, for sure. Got a couple stories from that. On our way to find Bat Kiddo, we were navigating through the city. And then I think at some point we were just like, oh, we're in the red light district.
Oh no.
It was like
at like 2 a.m.
Yeah. And it was kind of, I'm going to call out the rest of the goblins and gremlins for not being as socially confident as I am. Because I was just like, oh, okay. I mean, I kind of did want to see it. Like, I kind of just wanted to see what it's like here. Like, you know, life experience. What is it like in a red light district? Or I guess Amsterdam's. And I think we also when we got there, we kind of tightened our group walking formation. I'm pretty sure because we were a bit like, is it the same bar as Friday? No. Oh, unless it was there, same bar as Friday. I don't know. But at one point we had to stop to navigate. And while we were stopped, I was like looking around. I just saw like some doors, and one of them was open, and there was this like omega titty lady wearing a corset, just like kind of moving from side to side in a doorway, like, you know, arm up on the door frame, just like exhibiting her breasts, just like smiling at us.
Blushies? Any blushies in the chat?
And I was like, I think I just like smiled. I was wearing a mask, so they didn't see, but I kind of was just like, nice, good work. I don't know. I just saw her and I was like, it was weird because it wasn't like, it was so, it was very, you could see how deliberate like the sex appeal was, where it's like she was wearing a corset that was like super push up. Like, her boobs honestly looked massive. And I was like, that's a ridiculous boob size. I didn't check if she was wearing much more. But I was just sort of like, I think everyone else kind of looked a bit like awkward, or like a couple of the gobs and grems I think were a bit uncomfortable, and I was just stood there like doing a peepers at everything, like reading place names and looking at all the people going in and out.
Doing a peepers at the boober.
Yeah, nice, man. And I don't know where I was going with this. I think that it was weird because it was like very sort of, it felt like, looking at her, the impression I got wasn't one of like, wow, she's so hot. It was like one of like, it felt like a formal invitation, you know. It was like, oh, she's probably like looking for someone who's interested, and like displaying herself in a very like, I think it was because the way she was moving from like side to side and like kind of basically just swinging her boobs around, I think.
Yeah.
I just had this like
networking. Oh my god.
Yeah, I did a lot of networking in TwitchCon.
Yeah.
Fellow entertainers.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I was just sort of like, I don't know. I was very struck by how sort of it felt like formal. It felt like not like, wow, she's super hot. Wow, so horny, but just like, oh, this is a like very level-headed, like, if there is, I can see just, you know, apparently it was full of middle-aged men. I wasn't looking at them that much. I could remember it. She was just in a doorway. I think the idea is you just go to them and they kidnap you or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know how that shit works. But
we should have read up about it in the.
True. And they're gonna try.
Oh.
No.
That wasn't.
Oh, I kind of like my money actually. I want to switch. And a million other things. Yeah, that was like, it was weird. It was weird being in there. Some of it was tasteful. A lot of it was tasteful. Some of it was like two guys with their ears on a window to a building, just in the middle of the street.
Just having a little earpiece.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, are you getting off to this? Like, what are you fucking doing? What are you doing with your lives if you're out here listening to somebody else get off in the street? Like, you know, you can't even like declothe yourselves. You know, that's not allowed. Like, what are you? You're fucking wasting your time.
Earpus.
Need some. No? Like this just depresses me. It was very businessy. Yes, that was kind of like, it was very just like, I felt like there was a very clear, like, you know what will happen if you come say hello. Sounds kind of depressing. I'm not gonna judge them. I was chatting to my mum about this, and I think it's just to go on a political for a second. I think it is a positive thing. I mean, I don't know the full extent of what goes on there, obviously, but there were like workers there moving people along. There were people in, like, were very clearly in uniform, like, there to keep it safe and to keep it like functioning and keep it like, make sure people weren't being stupid. Like, it's, yeah. And like, I was like, this feels like a good thing. You and this is the thing with sex work, is criminalizing sex work does not stop sex work. It makes it more dangerous. And seeing a place that, like, there were people working to move people along the street, I was just like, this feels like this feels like a much safer place for some people to work.
Yeah.
Like I, compared to some of the other shit that goes on on planet Earth, like, being there where it was totally like open for people to go there, and it was very like honest about what they were doing, and they had workers there to keep it like safe and functioning and like regulated. Like, that is a better thing, in my opinion. I may actually be wrong, but like,
well, yeah, I suppose we don't know the inner workings of it.
Thing,
You make some good points.
I am more likely to trust it. The fastest way to find out, honestly, would probably just to be fucking just go find a sex worker there and just be like, hey, are you treated well? I'm gonna like pay for like some time with you, but I kind of just want to interview you. Or like go on the internet and do some research on like, is it controlling in Amsterdam, or is it like safe? Is it safe, or is it like controlling and harmful? Yeah, ref makes a good point as well. Is we walked in, immediately we knew we were in the red light district. We were just like vibing, and then we walked down a street, and as soon as we got to like the end of it, it was like, oh, red light district, and the whole vibe. Yeah,
it's
like,
it is so weird like, where it is. Everybody is always like, it's just right in the middle, but it's not even like it's right in the middle. It's like it's not obvious you're in it until you just step into it. Like, you think you're somewhere else, you're just hanging around in like the market or whatever, and then just one step, you're suddenly in the red light district.
Yeah. Some of the tools in the red light district, former sex workers. I think Ref made the point that we were like surrounded by a really diverse range of people, and then we stepped into the red light district, and it was all middle-aged men. Like, it was a hard shift.
Oh my god.
I wasn't paying that much attention to the people, but I trust Ref.
Overlite was paying more attention to the booba, less attention to the.
I was looking. I mean, I was kind of looking at like the buildings and stuff as well. They're like, you know, the house we saw the titty lady on had like a bunch of dark blue doors with like windows with curtains closed, and it had this like kind of like medieval houses vibe.
Yeah.
Like, you know how like Tudor housing sort of style, that like the way they are sort of arranged with their windows, and like it kind of had a bit of that. It was kind of interesting. Blue lights are specifically for trans sex workers. Oh, cute. Oh god, should we? I need to do a BRB. I've been trying. We got to get into Sunday.
Into
the
great the museum, the long trip for.
Should we do? I'm gonna do a BRB.
Okay.
I need to refill my.
What am I talking about? Well, okay, right. Okay, go.
Whatever you want.
I don't know. My brain's melting again. I did have a big brain melt after. God, I got like on the plane after TWITCHCON, and my brain was just like, well, we weren't even on the plane. We were like before the plane, and my brain was like, yeah, we're fucking done. We're done now. You've done enough socializing. You've just spent 2 days talking to people, a lot of people, and it's time to just shut down. And then I spent the next 2 days just shut down, and this is the first time I've really talked to somebody for any length of time. But I have been pretty socially exhausted. And I was thinking about, oh, I'm gonna come back to streaming, and I'm gonna be like dead. I hope you all had a lovely time at TwitchCon. What was your favourite parts, everybody? That's a good way of doing it. Everybody that was there, what was your favourite moments? Hey, I'm gonna do my flight back conversation now. So my flight back, everybody was like, oh, Schiphol is so busy, it's so awful, and it wasn't when I came in. And so I went, hey, we're gonna go really early, but like not so early that you can't go through. And we went, and we got to the security, and we were just instantly through. There was no queue. And then we got to the passport control, and we instantly got through. There was like 5 people in front of us, and that was it. How hot was it there? It wasn't that bad. I imagine it's been absolutely fucking awful the last 2 days, but when we were there, it wasn't that bad. It was like shorts and a sleeveless t-shirt weather the whole weekend. And going through the airport was super fast. The only annoying part was we got to the airside, and we were like, yeah, let's get some food, because it's late in Sunday evening, and there was no fucking food. All of the food things were shut, apart from McDonald's that had like the longest queue ever. It was ridiculous. And then when we were waiting to board the plane, we were stood waiting like at the departure little tiny area for ages, and behind us was some guy who was at TwitchCon, and they were a Twitch partner because they were bragging about their badge, and I think they had something else on their badge next to partner, so I think they were like in Rivals or something. It was like partner and something else, so I think they were doing something on stage, and they'd like gotten this other thing on their badge. I don't know. And they were with 2 friends who were like saying, oh yeah, you know, we're affiliate, you've got that cool partner badge, blah blah blah. And then basically this guy who was the Twitch partner just talked non-stop for like... Mango had a loud marker on her badge? Really? That is so fucking cool. But then this guy, I didn't catch their Twitch name, but they basically just fucking talked constantly. Like blah 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 blah, like non-stop for like 20 minutes waiting for the plane. And their 2 friends that they were with didn't say shit all. Yeah, and they were like talking about, wow, it's so, you know, like, oh, it's so different when you're on stage and blah blah blah, and like kind of being all like cocky and everything and all this. And it was just constant chatting of like a big sort of flex chat on their affiliate friends who weren't saying anything at all. And then they were not sat near us on the flight, so I don't know what happened with them. And then when we got off the flight, they were got off, and they were behind us as we were leaving, and I was just fucking done at that point because my feet had like blistered up something fierce. And this guy, he was just like behind us, and he was still him talking, and his friends weren't saying anything. He was still going. He must have been doing it the whole flight, got off the flight, and was just still going.
Oh god, that's horrible.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my god.
Horrible.
Wait.
I had some Twitch people in my coach, and they're American. They had some nice American accents. What
amazing.
struck me was I overheard a bit of that conversation, and they were talking about the partner lounge, and more specifically how people like Pokimane and Hassan weren't allowed in the partner lounge because they had a partner plus lounge. And apparently one of them, like, I don't know exactly if it was someone said this to them or they like had this experience where basically they were like, they were saying like, oh, it just felt like you know, like, oh, these are the actually important people.
Yeah,
like,
that is a bit weird.
I would, and this is the thing, I was stood there and I was like, bitch, who cares?
Yeah, I mean,
your partner's ready. You're doing great.
yeah.
Like fucking.
Well, I mean, they do have a different deal, right? Like, they will have a better agreed deal on everything, and maybe they did just flex their massive fucking viewership and go, hey, we want our own separate space at TwitchCon out of the way of everybody else. All of these plebs, these pleb partners, and these pleb affiliates. I didn't even see them there. There was nobody, like, crowding around them. But even there, this is bullshit.
Maybe backstage somewhere else, I don't know.
Yeah.
Special entrance, probably.
Yeah, like...
but just, like...
I don't know.
Just listening to these people talk, and I'm just like, bruh.
I asked Ped and Boba about the partner lounge, and they were like, yesterday there was some free chocolates. Today there was free drinks. And they were like, that's it. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, you can't you can't bring your drink in here, so I guess it's not too bad.
It was just like, and this is the real thing that struck me even harder, was yesterday's Yog stream with Ravs and Duncan. All they talked about was how nice it was to see everyone. Like, that fucking, just how good a time they had.
Yeah.
And I was just sat there like, these bitches, these coach bitches, like, out here being like, oh, I'm not famous. Oh, I'm not an important person. I'm like, bruh, do you even like your community?
Yeah.
Do you even talk to, like, what do you do? What are you doing? I don't know. I know people stream differently, but like,
I'm not Pokemon.
I got to witness a toxic attitude.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, that was it. Because I felt like that guy on the plane was just like doing that sort of big flex, like bit of an asshole vibe, and then they just kept talking over their friends the whole time. Like, just,
who was it that spoke to Ben? Somebody spoke to Ben. It might have been Ped or Boba, but somebody spoke to Ben in the partner lounge. Or like maybe they spoke to Ben and Ben talked about the partner lounge. And basically, they were saying that in the partner lounge there was like there was a wall and you could go take pictures and the pictures would fill up the wall. So the idea was that all the partners would go and take pictures and it would like fill up the wall and they have a full wall of partner pictures. And they hadn't been that many pictures. And apparently whoever it was had spoken to Ben and Ben had just been like, it's kind of weird that you'd think there'd be more pictures in a room full of narcissists.
Yeah. Ben was there.
Like,
I didn't get to speak to him though.
I didn't even see anything about
like,
Ben.
Ben was chatting with a whole load of people during the Yog meetup, and I was like, because I feel like really like it was cool going up to see people who I knew and who knew me, and like you could easily just slip into a conversation with everybody.
Yeah.
But going up to people who, whilst I have played a lot of Dread Hunger with Ben, and Ben knows who I am and I know who Ben is or whatever, I haven't talked to him, so I'd feel really awkward just sort of like worming my way into a conversation whilst he was
this was the partner party picture wall. Yes, not the partner thing. It was the partner party. Yeah, I feel that way about all the yogs I don't really interact with, where I'm like, I don't really know if I want to like say hi to them, because it would be like, hi, I'm friends with these people, you know, but I guess I'm a fan or something.
Yeah, it's really weird. And like, I felt really awkward talking to Lewis as well, even though Lewis probably would have been super chill. I talked to Daltos about this actually on his stream yesterday. I was like, I saw Lewis, but I was too nervous to go up and be like, hi, it's me, I guess. And Daltos was like, no, he was fine. Lewis was like the chillest person to talk to. He should have talked to him.
This is the thing to remember with the yogs. I don't know how many, maybe more, lots of Twitch streamers are like this, but like, I think all of the yogs, if you just said hi and you said who you were, they would do huge pog.
Yeah.
Do huge pog, and
they're like, oh my god.
This is like how I feel is, if I meet someone and I remember their name, like at some point I was chatting on the last day to that Yognot group, they brought up Squid Druid, and I was like, oh, I know that name. I remember that name. That'd be so cool. Like, just if I've seen someone's name in a chat, and then suddenly I'm meeting them in real life, it's such a huge, like, beautiful moment. I don't care that I'm Poggers, streamers, whatever. I feel like I'm more excited to meet you.
Yeah.
Squid. Like, I think that's how the yogs are as well. Is just like, sorry, I'm chatting off my tits.
No, it's good.
I mean, it's exciting and fun. Just being able to, and I had this with Sunburn. You weren't here earlier when I think I might have mentioned this. I mean, Sunburn was there when I said it. When I met Sunburn, I was like, I feel like I'm talking to a celebrity. Like a VIP on Yogg's channel, I think, and you're like around everyone, just like pogging so much.
Well, it's like Merlin, Rossabo.
Yeah.
They're like the two people you think of in like the community that are just like everywhere. Rossabo is a mod everywhere, right? Nodders for every channel.
Like seeing Wilco.
Yeah, I didn't get to see Wilco. Fuck, my webcam fell off.
No.
It's alright, it's not on anyway.
No, the webcam, the camera.
I didn't get to see this alleged Wilco.
I wish I could have met Melon. I don't even know what they look like.
Wait, did we get a picture together, Merlin? I don't remember. I didn't take any pictures, so...
If I ever meet Azul, I might just cry on the spot.
It was so good seeing, like, Shark Dog, because they were, like... We were sat on Sunday morning. I like met up with Boba and Ped very briefly before their thing, so I could actually have even like 5 minutes of chat with them.
Yeah.
And then Shark Dog was like over, and we were like, oh look, it's Shark Dog, and then Shark Dog came over and was like, hey, and everything. It was very cool. And then Shark Dog messaged me afterward and was like in the chat and said something like, oh hey, got to meet you, or it was like, did you recognize me or something? And I was like, yeah, because I
should have taken a picture with Sunburn Shark Dog. Sorry, I just.
So, I didn't take a picture of anybody though. I didn't do a pictures.
Yeah, I think the most. I think I'm gonna say this. Meeting Shark Dog, I think, was the most awkward like conversation I had. But that wasn't. I don't think that was because of Shark Dog. It was just like because we had just arrived on Saturday afternoon, and it was like Goblins and Gremlins meet up. Where are the Goblins and Gremlins? And then Shark Dog just like appeared and was like hi, and I was like, oh god, oh what's happening? Kind of got jump scared and was like trying to vibe, but also like mentally I was like, there's people coming. They're on the way. They're coming outside. We're gonna see them soon. And literally, like, I did kind of immediately run off as soon as I saw people, because I just wanted to go say hi.
I mean, I think I did that with a lot of people. Like, because it was like, you meet up with other people, you're like, oh my god, it's so great to see you all. And then you see somebody else that you wanted to see, and you're like, oh, and you went off and then you're like, oh, it's so good to see you on it. And then you see somebody else, and you're like, oh, I basically did that to everybody. So I feel awful. If anybody was like, oh, I really feel like, how did you get through my filter, you cheeky bugger? I felt like if anybody was like, oh man, I got to see Vizty, but they kind of just ran off immediately, then I'm sorry, but I was just like, every time I saw somebody else, I was like, oh, I gotta go talk to them now.
I understand how Zoof was like, yeah, you were kind of hard to approach. You were just like talking to everyone. Like, yeah, I was just so excited to see people. But I'm glad we did get to chat a bit, Shark Dog at least. That was nice.
Yeah, there was just like so many people. Like, I wish I'd been there for longer, so I could have hung around with other people more. I wish. Yeah. I think a big thing with the con was that it's like it was such a weird focus. Because it's like, I mean, I talked about this before even going, because I figured it would be like this, but it was like this, where it's like they're there to sell, like, it's like there's like a big merch thing and everything. Yeah. They're running a bunch of like events and chat things that people like might want to go to depending who's there and what's going on and stuff. And I basically only went to the High Rollers thing. And then there's a meeting room for like creating a meetup, but it was very small, and you had to like the creators had to like pre-book this meeting thing for certain times or whatever. So the Yogs obviously didn't do one. And then there was like a bit of area for like the meet and greets that they did a few of with certain people. And then there was like, they cut out a big bit of a room and funneled people through for food. Then there was way too many food trucks outside, not enough space. All the benches were full at like the entire time. So like people were just sat on like the benches at the con outside all day. And so like there was just not enough space to be there and meet people and chat with people and like have like a community meetup. I think was the biggest thing missing. They needed more community meetup space.
Yeah.
And more places to sit and chill.
Yeah. And it was like there was sort of a lot of different reasons people were there.
Yeah, I think that's but they weren't really very accommodating of any of them.
Like
any of them specifically. I think it was
It kind of didn't hit the mark anywhere. I feel like like partners and people are there to meet, like partners there to, or streamers there to meet their communities. Communities there to meet their streamers.
Yeah, some streamers are there to
like,
try and network with other streamers, I guess.
Yes. And then there's like some other stuff happening, I guess.
Yeah, well, there's like lots of like events and shit happening. The Twitch Rivals was happening. Lots of little talk show things.
Who is going to TwitchCon to see what Twitch has to say about streaming?
Yeah,
like, they don't do the streaming.
I didn't get to meet anybody from Twitch to give them my demands and Nightjar's demands about making Twitch better. But apparently there was like a partner meetup with that, so they could like meet with Twitch as a Twitch partner. But obviously,
wow,
I'm not a Twitch partner, so I can't.
I mean, they don't take feedback for Twitch Rivals, so like, I don't think they take feedback very much. Oh, it takes like so fucking long, like. Just like feels very disincentivized to even try.
Right before the game show with Mango and Mouse, we were sat in the offline zone, which is quite nice and calm area. Did we miss like a nice calm area we could have met up?
Oh.
Send Sean, I know, Sean popping off, applying for partner. Very pog.
Oh yeah, Sean's it's very exciting. Yeah, I love that he hit it while we were all away.
Yeah.
Like, yes, pop off, let's go. Where were we? Did we even start on Sunday?
No, we haven't started on Sunday yet.
Oh my god, there's so much to say. There's so much to say.
Oh well, I said I met up with Ped and Boba a little bit, and then I guess that was it.
Oh,
then
yeah,
I left.
Saturday night. I think I told you this. When I was at the bar with Ped and Boba and everyone else, I was like to Ped and Boba, I was like, "Are you gonna see Vizzy tomorrow? You gonna be able to see her at all? Because I know she wants to hang out with you."
Oh no, I didn't.
Sure you want to hang out with her.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I didn't know you'd said that.
I think I did tell.
Did you? I can't remember.
I think I.
My brain has melted quite a lot.
Yeah, it's okay. I know I'm mega tired.
Yeah.
I was kind of worried. I slept badly this morning, and I was like, "Am I gonna be able to remember anything?" Yes, apparently. Yeah, no. I literally was like, "Are you gonna be able to meet Vizty?" I mean, they got to see you in the morning, but
yeah,
I do wish you'd had more of a chance to like.
Yeah, we had a little chat, and then they were like, "Oh, we should probably head up and like get ready for the thing." So I just gave them a hug and was like, have a nice day, bye. And then I went and I was with Divided, so we went and found Ref and everybody, and then I was like, I'm gonna go and buy some merch while I wait for a flight.
Oh my god, the morning. I feel like I kind of found a very optimal strategy in just going to Amsterdam and chatting to people in the evenings was like so good. Like I didn't go to TwitchCon, and I don't feel like I had very little like speed greets. Obviously I saw less people, but like I still had so many amazing conversations just hanging out and chilling out with people. So it's just so lovely and wonderful. It was just such a good experience. Anyway, Sunday morning.
Yeah.
I was doing a communicate with you as I break up about, trying to where we'd meet up, kind of what time, just trying where we're gonna meet up, and I think I was like, I guess we'll just meet at the Rye, that's easy enough to like get to. It's very like
I think
everyone goes there, so it's a good location.
It's pretty easy to get to on the tram.
Yeah, and like I figured that we communicated that we were kind of just trying to figure it out. And then I told Redox, Wise, and Kirby, and Redox goes, "No, that's kind of dumb. Vizzy should just come here."
Yeah.
Because we're still here. And then immediately after also then goes, "No, actually, no, she should go to Amsterdam Central Station because that's where everything is." I was just like, what?
What? But then
Okay,
I
and
was
then-
just like, make a decision.
yeah, and then and I told you this, and Kirby was like, I'm hungry. I want to get food. And I was like, I want to see Viz T. I just want to see Viz T. Because I saw you the previous evening, but it was basically just...
Yeah, I was like half asleep.
Yeah,
And
you were dying.
Yeah, you'd had...
And I told you to go home.
Yeah, you were like, go home. Go away.
And so I was just, that morning I was just like, oh my god, what the fuck? You got to the Rye, and for like, it took another like 10 minutes before, basically, I was like, they're just sitting, they're not even like getting up to, I got annoyed. I got annoyed because nobody was moving or doing anything, and I was like, I'm fucking, my sunscreen is on, I'm dressed, I'm ready to go, I'm just going. I just fucking left. And what I found hilarious was, up until that point, everyone had been digging on me for being bad at using Google Maps because I had a weird screen orientation when I screenshot it trying to find Redox. And Redox sent a screenshot where their like location was not very visible on it because it was on like the corner of it was like the bottom side of the screen, and I was walking around at day on like Friday having just woken up from a nap, not being able to even focus on words, trying to like see where Redox is and having no idea. And they were all just like, yeah, it was so bad at using Google Maps. That entire fucking Sunday, I navigated perfectly, basically.
Yeah.
I had almost no mistakes. So
Yeah, I
was just
think
so,
we
like,
nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just so like, I checked Google Maps and it was working, and I was like, all right, I'm just going. Like, I know I'm tired of this like nonsense, this bad at maps nonsense. I know I'm good at this shit, and I just fucking went to the Rye, met up with you.
Yeah.
And then we hung out.
Mm.
Before we talk about that, I told you about this, unless you've forgotten.
Right.
We were set up.
I know. What the heck?
I got mad at Redox, Kirby, and Wise for just being super slow and being like whatevering. But when I spoke to Kirby that evening, he told me that he deliberately said he was hungry in order for us to split up.
Yeah.
Kirby literally set us up and was like, because the thing is, and this is the thing, I don't know if I told you this bit. I had been talking to Kirby, all weekend.
I think
was
you
like,
said.
I'm so excited to hang out with Vizty.
Yeah.
I said it like 5 times. I was like, you're really excited to hang out with Vizty. I was like, I am. And so fucking come Sunday morning, when they're like, oh no, they should do that, and they're kind of just like disorganized about it. Kirby is like, yes, I will force a split because I know Overlite wants to go now. So I will be like, I want to eat food now, and they will come with me, and Overlite will go, and they'll get to hang out together. I'm just like, oh my god.
Oh, I know.
I was outraged, but also like, shout out to Kirby, I guess, for setting us up.
Yeah.
Because we had a lovely Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. Well, it was
actually really nice.
Yeah, I mean, we went for food. We were very adventurous. We got a Starbucks.
Oh yeah.
Because we couldn't be bothered to look for other places.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it was easy.
Cook Kirby Ultimate Wing Friend, exactly.
Literally.
Yeah.
This is where the lip balm comes in.
Yeah.
Right?
So I got up in the morning, I put some lip balm on, I put some lipstick on, and then I realized when I was sat talking to Ped and Boba that my lips felt really dry. And I was like, I hope they don't, like, look super dry, because I was like, ugh, like, they, like, sometimes, they just go fucking horrible. Lips, they're the worst. Hate them. And then I met up with Overlite, and I was like, I really need to get some lip balm. And so we got lunch, and then we were like, okay, where can we get lip balm? So I was like, oh, there's a spa, like, the spa, the shop.
Yes.
And I was like, they're gonna have lip balm, because it's a spa.
Yes.
And we walk in,
It's a spa.
and it only had food, and nothing else.
I started messaging Redox, like,
Yep.
where can we get lip balm? Lip balm says, oh, at the Albert Heijn or whatever.
Yeah,
it
so
is.
we went to an Albert Heijn, and they only had food.
That was another metro. We got back on the
Yeah,
metro.
we got back on the metro, went to Central.
Yeah. Central.
And then they only had, and so we were like, fuck. So then Redox was like, oh, I'll get one, or whatever. And we were like, and then I saw there was a pharmacy in Central, like on the other side. So we walked to that, and I bought one from this nice woman who was like, oh, hey, this one will be good for you. And I was like, okay, Pog, because I'm dying. I'm just gonna buy it. Whatever, give it me now.
Yeah.
It's like my lips are so dry that they might just fall off of my face. Oh my god.
Yeah, she kind of scared me at first. The way
she was.
When you said you were looking for lip balm.
Yeah, she seemed like really done. She was like, ugh.
Did a smooth turn with a completely deadpan face, but then when she walked over to the lip balm, she was really lovely.
Yeah. And then Redox did buy me one, so I had two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had this amazing moment where we pogged because I also wanted to find toilets.
Oh yeah.
And we found the Albert Heijn and toilets, and we were like, pog. And then my ticket didn't work to get to the toilet.
I walked through the ticket machine because I had the train, metro, bus ticket thing that covered everything, and Overlite only had the metro bus
tram one or something like.
And so I walked through, and then Overlite couldn't get through, and so we had to I would walk back around and meet Overlite at the exit, and then I gave Overlite. Yeah.
We thought we double whammied it, and then we just half. It was not even.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So then I gave Overlite my ticket so she could go piss girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I went into the men's, and it had women coming out of it. And then in the men's was a second split for men and women, and both of them had women coming out of them. And I was like, okay, no one here cares.
Yeah.
It was quite funny.
Meanwhile, in the UK, arguing a load of fucking complete bullshit about fucking gendered bathrooms, and then in Amsterdam, everybody just goes for piss wherever they want. It's stupid.
Oh my god. Anyway, after that, where did we go, Viz T?
We decided that obviously we should go to the sex museum.
Yes. That whole weekend, I was like, people was being like, oh, well, why should we do something? Should we go somewhere? I was like, I kind of want to go to the sex museum. And that is because I had spoken to my older brother about what to do in Amsterdam. He's been many times. He lived for a year there. I nearly said here. And so he knew a lot of the places, and he mentioned the sex museum, and he's like, oh yeah, it's really funny. And I was like, we're a group of streamers. I feel like we could have a really funny time.
Yeah.
So we met back up with Redox, Kirby Wise, and Isaac, JDB, I don't know. And we found the sex museum, and it was
it was
full of cocks.
It was
tits.
Yeah. It was full. It was very much a I think Overlite and I did not have a fun time in the sex museum at all. We we walked around a bit and we were like, this is a bit of a weird vibe.
It was fun to break down what was wrong with that.
Yeah, we basically had a big conversation about the whole sort of issues with it, and how it was very much it was women are only here to worship the dick. That was basically the whole vibe of the museum.
Yeah, it felt like it was a museum made
for
men,
yeah,
for men.
Yeah,
it was porn for. It was a museum full of porn for men. There was some bits of history. It was historical porn, and it was all porn for men. And it was just oh my god. The funniest part of that, full of women.
Yeah, the entire thing, it was just basically all women, in the sex museum, looking around the sex museum. But the sex museum seemed like it was oriented towards men.
The only men in there were with their partners, which I find absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
But it was literally there was a trans section. It was shit.
Oh yeah, it was very a very stereotyped trans section. I think it was even called well, I suppose this could be a translation thing, but I'm pretty sure it was called transsexual as well, or whatever.
It was. Yeah.
And it was oh.
I mean, they had stuff in English.
Yeah.
I was just reading the God, the one that stuck with me was the one about pinups, and the opening two lines. One of them was the pinup of the 1910s, the original pinup of the 1910s and 20s started as like with pinup girls that were like elegant and exquisite, and like it was just the fucking language it used.
Yeah, and then it was like talking about them having fallen out of fashion, and it was like, it's such a shame that they've fallen out of fashion these days.
Oh my fucking god. And there was one on there was a thing on Masahari, if you know about that, who was a I think a dancer and also courtesan.
And suspected spy.
Yes, and suspected German spy in World War One.
Yeah, so that was interesting.
But the one of the phrases that stuck with me was that it was like it was described talking about her like downfall and how she was caught, and it was like her weakness for men in uniform.
Yes, her weakness for men in uniform. Oh,
go fuck yourself.
Oh, men in uniform. Oh.
So we just
see whereas I have weakness for women in uniform.
Oh my god. Oh, same.
Well, there was a tiny section of gay men, which also was the section that included a book, which is a good interesting history bit, but also it was kind of weird that they were mixed together so much, and that was the only bit where it was like a book where they'd collected all of the like execution orders for people who were killed for sodomy, which included gay sex. Yeah,
that's really weird.
Yeah, that was the book. The book was there, and that was the only gay section. There was a tiny few pictures of some lesbians, but basically nothing.
Yeah, the only thing I was okay with was there was like some, I think it was Chinese lesbians.
Yes, yeah.
Who were like posing together, and it was like every single thing in there was like a woman getting fucked really hard.
Yeah.
And these two, it was like they were just like posing together, and one of them was like kind of mask.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, it was like tits out, but it was like they were just vibing, and it was like that was the only thing I was okay with.
Yeah. It was it was all very Overlite. I mean, it seemed like everybody else was having a silly time chatting shit about stuff, but Overlite and I were just kind of felt a bit weird about the whole thing.
Yeah, there was a funny machine that had a bunch of like inflatable cockers or something, and you could push a button on it, and they would all just like spring up, and it looked really funny, which was great. Mostly because it's a museum on history. We had a porn film festival bigger in Brussels, and it was very queer. I feel like there is queer sex work stuff though, like queer sex history. Like I feel like,
but even that, it's like that wasn't necessarily. I mean, a lot of it was about.
Like yeah, that's the other.
A lot of it was about like courtesans and sex work and stuff, but then a lot of it wasn't. So it felt like maybe. Like, the thing was lacking was, like, talking about actual stuff about sex, I think. And like...
I think what it was also lacking was not men.
Yeah.
It needed not men to be involved in the process of making, and, like the way the whole thing was framed was so fucking... It was so, like, male gaze, like that image of, like, masculine domination... And like, and superior men and women as objects, and just like fucking, like, it wasn't even like, oh, this is the history you have. It's always been like, it's like that. It's like, no, you could tell whoever made this shit had some, like, it felt like there was strong bias. I would love to be proven wrong and be like, oh, a bunch of women were involved, but like, it still felt like shit to go in there and just be sold this bullshit.
You did get a funny picture that you sent to Pedguin.
True. Am I allowed to show this on? It's a bone,
that's
right?
Fine.
Yeah. I sent him. Wait, it does look very cocker.
That's fine, Overlite.
It's fine. I sent him this with the text: "New bone charm just dropped." He responded. Help. I'm gonna stop showing that on stream.
Yeah.
That was a particular highlight.
And then, like, as soon as we got in, we just immediately took, I took a selfie next to a cock and sent it to Boba, and Overlite took a picture of me taking a selfie next to the cock and sent it to Boba. And it's so funny.
She just responded, booty penis. It's so fucking good. Oh yeah, and this selfie in the museum, if you look in the mirror, you can see a cocker in the background.
Yeah, I was zooming in on it before.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, we did, like, the stuff we did was kind of, like, weird, champ. Like, we hunted for toilets and lip balm. And went to the sex museum and didn't
but it
like
was just, it wasn't about, like, it was just hanging out, yeah.
Yeah, it was just having something to do while we hung out, and it was, like, so nice to get to hang out.
And then we chilled at the park.
Yeah, we got ice cream.
Oh yeah, we got ice cream. Oh yeah, you gotta tell them your ice cream story.
It's not really okay. I went up to the ice cream man, the stall that was doing the ice cream, and they had some options. They had, I think it was like small ice cream, large ice cream, chocolate sauce, strawberry sauce, and then small milkshake, large milkshake. And the sauces were like next to the ice cream, and I went up to him and I was like, what flavor of milkshake do you have? And it was like chocolate, strawberry, banana, vanilla. Like, I'll have a vanilla ice cream with chocolate sauce. And the dude's like, was it? I think he was Irish.
Yeah, he was Irish. Yeah.
Like, with chocolate sauce. What? And, like, he gave me like a look of like, you sure?
Yeah, he was like, what? He was like, you want chocolate sauce in your milkshake?
And I was like, yeah. It sounds good. It's like,
yeah.
Like 30p
and he was like, didn't he go like, I guess you can. Like,
yeah. Okay then. It was really tasty. It was really delicious. There was a particular moment where I did a big sniffer of my milkshake, and I was like, that's a really nice chocolatey smell.
I turned around and Overlight's going.
I wasn't doing it on purpose. I think I was just idly like, you know when you mess about with your hands, I was like resting it on my mouth. And then I was like, oh, it smells nice. And then like you were fucking looking at me, I was like, no, please. Please, I'm sorry. I beg.
Oh, yeah, but Cabelli and I it was like, you can have a small cone or a big cone ice cream, and I was like, I'm gonna have a big one because I'm fucking scalding hot in the sun at this time of day. And it turns out the cone was like not the same size cone, but it had like the fucking largest scoop of ice cream you've ever seen in your entire life, and it was so hot that I was like, I've got to eat this so fast or it's gonna melt. And I was like halfway through it, and I was like, I have so many regrets now buying this large ice cream. And then Cabelli got his like slightly after and like got about halfway and went, I don't want to eat the rest of this. And I was like, I know, I felt like exactly the same way. It was like so much. Imagine a bear, how you doing?
Stars to us. Hello.
Stars
to us. After that, yeah, we went to the park. The others went to like
they went to the Rijksmuseum or is it like one of the museums, because they're like next to each other?
I don't know. There were some jokes about a museum of museums.
Yes.
There's a museum about museums. Yeah, I don't know if that was the Rijksmuseum.
No, we walked through the Rijksmuseum is the tunnel you walk through.
Yeah.
But they went to like, I think there was like next to the market there was like a shop, a museum shop, I think. So I think
it was very like, it seemed like a museum, like a really general museum. Like no one really said it was about anything. They were just like, oh, just go to the Rijksmuseum.
Yeah, I think it's just like a lot of history about different things, just like a lot of museums, I guess. My sister and my mum went in there. I kind of wish I could have gone in, but you know, there's not enough time for everything.
Yeah. But we went and hung out in the park. I want to say this now. I feel like I really monopolized you.
Well, I mean, out of everybody that got to see me, I think so, yeah.
I think I must have spent about at least 300% more time with you than anyone else.
Yeah.
Like, we went to the sex museum with the others. They just went around as a four, and we just went off on our own and did stuff. And like, they went to the Rex Museum and we went to the park, and they joined us afterwards. But it was still just like, we just like, I don't know, we just spent like, what? When did we meet? Like 12, and then you left at like 5.
Yeah, well, like 5:30.
Like,
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, they did join us at the park at like 4:30 or 4:15 or 4 or something like that. But
Yeah, we
literally
did
just 4 hours of us two hanging out.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, I had a really nice time.
I had a really
I just
nice
find it
time.
funny that like Saturday, I also feel kind of bad because Saturday you did like the whistle stop tour of just like everything.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I was so I didn't. None of it emotionally sunk in either because I was just pure adrenaline, like from like the flight being away from 1 a.m. I was just on like the high the whole way through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you like crashed when I saw you, and then I told you to go home so I could hang out with you the next day.
Yeah.
And then, after your whistle stop tour, you just spent all your time with hanging out with me, and then the others at the park.
Yeah.
And you literally have been like, you didn't get to see that many people, and I'm out here like, I had some amazing evenings. I got to chat to so many people.
No.
I just
Well, I was only there for one evening.
I also got to hang out with Vizty, which was great. Yeah, I think maybe with TwitchCon, like...
Yeah, I think next time I'll take more time.
Yeah. Going the day before badge pickup and leaving, like, the day after final day means that you can sleep, so you're not fucked by the travel, and then you have 3 evenings to spend with whoever's there. That's like...
Yeah.
That's like maximum exploiting, and then like leaving on Monday, I think is the play.
I've basically been saying to everyone, I'll see you at YogCon, because I'm working on this thing that I'm assuming that there's going to be a YogCon with no information about it at all.
This is not just the official status, this is the actual status. This is not, having spoken to people, and like I think yesterday Duncan and Ravs were talking about YogCon.
Yeah, I think because I mentioned it in chat.
yeah, talked about it, and what they said, I was like, yeah, that checks out. Having spoken to Ped and like others, it's literally, they want there to be a YogCon. They just don't know if it's gonna like.
Yeah, I think Lewis was saying he was hoping to do one next year, and like that's all he's really like. So it's just whether it happens. So I'm working on the assumption that it's gonna happen, and
but like literally the status is they want to do a YogCon, and they will try. That is the official statement. That is what is actually happening. There literally is not more than that. That is where we are at. So when we say we hope there's a YogCon, we are literally just hoping there is a YogCon.
Yeah.
Like I would absolutely love. I would fucking love to do a YogCon because obviously that's a lot closer, I mean, it's easier for us.
Yeah.
And it would be easier to probably pull some funny bullshit. And we'd meet even more people, I think. Just like
for sure, or like even more people.
I guess I see Bristol because they almost, unless they don't do it in Bristol, which would be, in my opinion, ridiculous.
I mean, I think they would do it in Bristol or somewhere very close if they could find a bigger. Because, like, I think that's the last one, but I think it was quite hot and small. So maybe if they could find like a bigger space, maybe.
Yeah.
Have it in Australia. Oh my god.
Troy, almost everyone wants a Yog. In the Yogs wants a Yog country. Yeah. This is like. Everyone wants a YogCon.
It's just whether they can make it happen.
It's not like, oh, they've planned all the things and they're doing the thing and there will be a YogCon. It's like, no, they just all want there to be a YogCon and they're gonna try.
Yeah.
Sure. And if something gets cancelled or goes wrong, then like it happens. Like, it's not. I don't think anyone's gonna be like let down, or like if a YogCon doesn't happen, it'll be like, yeah, we were hoping and it didn't happen.
Yeah,
like, sure.
But maybe next year, and then
exactly. YogCon venue is about the right size, but the next one will definitely need to be bigger. I agree. Imagine how much organization it takes, though. A massive amount. Yeah. That's why it is like it's a huge thing.
Yeah, the poor studio folk. Yeah.
Oh no.
It was, well, even like because they said they had the green room and then they had the aircon in there, but the aircon out pipe wasn't actually pointing out anywhere, so it was just pulling like the air from one bit, pushing out another.
The main stage was boiling. Oh no. Yeah. I think it would be bigger than
Yeah.
2019?
But then that'd be nice to like hang out with it, like, because if we made like a proper like week out of it, we could like all just hang out.
And yeah, and that's the thing is, if it's like there, then it would be easy to be like, oh, YogCon weekend, why don't we plan some stuff in the week? Like, does anyone want to hang around a bit longer and do some stuff?
Yeah, just like we just go and hang around in Bristol and shit.
Being all the way in Amsterdam and being like, oh god, I have to go.
Yeah, god, I felt like I was just going at like 100 miles an hour the entire time, apart from when we were hanging out.
Yeah, I think the resting, the time that I took to rest was like huge for me. Just like it gave me so much more energy later, I think. In case anyone's wondering, after Vizty left, oh, I did do a bit more. After Vizty left, I was sad that Vizty was gone, but also I was like, well, time to hang out with everyone else. Instead of being a monopoly. And we just vibed. I think Steph and Bush also turned up. Met up with Nyara and we got fried chicken. That was alright. On my way to get fried chicken, I got a message from Wilco on Twitter. Saying that he was still asking if I was still in Amsterdam. He was with some Yognauts, some people, some blebs and people from Brecord. And yeah, Bristol may also be cheaper than Amsterdam accommodation wise. I think.
Oh, and
so.
food wise, holy shit, was food expensive in Amsterdam?
And I was like, peepers, I'm getting fried chicken, but I will join you. And basically what happened was we all got fried chicken. I took my fried chicken and ate it while everyone else left. And then I checked my Google Maps and it was broken.
No.
I checked it and I could not Google the location. I had the map of Amsterdam, and when I typed anything in, it would just buffer forever.
Oh my god.
It could not find locations. It could not. It only had a couple locations it would even show on the map. But what it did show was the road layout. And when I Googled the place on Google, there was a pin on a tiny map on the vague location. And when I got Wilco to send me like the location as well, there was like a bit more information. And basically, I navigated my way there using the map and a vague pin and the address.
Oh my
I managed
god.
to
What?
almost perfectly. I messed up. I went down one wrong street and then I walked straight past Volker when I got there, but like with almost no mistakes I navigated. And the whole time I was like, yeah, fuck you, Redux. I'm using Google Maps. Literally doing this without directions right now, just a pin on a map. Could Volker screenshot the map? Probably, yeah. I probably could have asked for that. But I was just having a good I was just focused. I was quite tired as well. But that was when I got to sit down with Volker and Piotr, Alex Jer. Hold on. Alex Jer, Erbus, Sunburn Orc, Volker and Piotr, and I don't remember their name. And there was someone else as well. That's left to right of that last picture I took.
It's Alice. Yeah.
Okay. Did you meet them?
Yeah, we spoke a tiny bit when I met with Merlin and everybody on Saturday. Nice. But I hang with them on Brecord all the time on games night.
Oh yeah, I ordered tap water and it never arrived. There was this weird moment where I was like, I ordered tap water and the dude was like, it only comes in bold. And then Wilco was like, I literally had tap water earlier for my medication. Can we get some tap water? And Wilco basically like they tried to pressure me into getting bottled water, and then Wilco was like, no, and then they just didn't give me tap water.
Oh.
Like, bruh, what? I think because I turned up after everyone ate or something. I don't know, but like they were all chatting anyway. I don't know.
I know, it's so weird, Mima, like I don't know, it's like because it was an unfamiliar city and everything's in Dutch and like the metro is like super easy to travel around. Like you can pretty much do that. You don't really need a map. You just fucking just hop around on it. It's easy. Like the trams are kind of the same, but the buses, we were trying to get the bus to the airport, and it was like all we had was the number of the bus, but we didn't know which side, like where the bus stop was, which side of the street we were supposed to be on to go the right way. And there was like no information, and we were like, I was like panicking. I was like, because it's like, oh, you have all this information at your fingertips, and it's just like there's no fucking sign on the bus stop anymore going, hey, this way goes this way or whatever. It's just it made me mold.
I got bus on the last day, and when I hopped on, I didn't realize I had to buy a ticket. So I scanned my thing, and it didn't work, and the dude was like, it's a different company, and I'm like, okay, can I get a ticket? I showed him where I was going on the phone, and he was wearing sunglasses, and he was like, I can't read that. I can't read the thing. You have to read it out to me in his thick Amsterdam voice. And I was like, okay, I'm going to... I can't remember the fucking train start or something. And he was like, are you in Ireland or in Amsterdam? I was just like, what? What is that? Like, I couldn't tell if he was making fun of my voice or if he was making a joke to try and chill me out. Because I said Amsterdam, and then he like, you know, did the ticket thing. I could pay for the ticket. He put in the thing. I was just like super confused. Like, I don't know. I felt like I'd been bullied, but also it was really weird. The bus was like kind of a weird one. But everything else, like, and that last day, that Sunday, the previous 2 days I had been following other people around the whole time. That Sunday, I just fucking trailblazed the whole time. I was like, I know the way. I can get directions. I'm gonna go. Like, I went from very little sort of navigational ability to like super pog.
Yeah.
Knowing what I'm doing, it was dope as hell.
God, well, yeah, like I hate cities normally, because I think they're very claustrophobic and are full of too many people. I'm very anti-city, and normally I don't wander around a lot of places on my own that are big like that. But I always like was fucking charging around Amsterdam. Like,
Amsterdam was so nice.
Like, it's just because it was just so easy because of the tram. Like, it's nice. It is nice.
It's a beautiful city.
Yeah. I think it's so great because it's so, the buildings aren't super tall and the streets are super wide.
Yes.
And it just feels so much more open.
Yeah, and there's very few cars. There's a lot of bikes. At first I was hogging because it didn't feel like London where the cars are out to kill you. And then I was terrified because I realized the bikes are out to kill you.
Yeah, the bikes do not give a shit about anything.
Every crossing has like 3 traffic lights, 3 lights at least for stop and go, because in the center of the road you have the cars, and then outside either side you have bike lanes. So you have to cross the bike lane, and then the car lane, and then the bike lane. And sometimes the car lanes double up as tram lanes. And the
trams don't stop at the traffic if the traffic lights.
No,
they just go.
They just go. Even if the traffic lights say go, I think. The tram will just go.
Yeah, I definitely experienced that a couple of times.
So it was like, it was a bit of an information overload because you had to watch so many things, and it was a little.
And then
bit
there's like it's going tick 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 tick, and then it's like if someone's ticking behind you, you get confused thinking it's your one like quite easily because they.
Yeah, the noise cues were challenging. But like the city itself, it felt like the people in it were super lovely and cared like a lot. It was really nice.
Yeah.
And it just like, I don't know, everything about it was just so lovely and welcoming and open. It was just the atmosphere of the whole place was like, I walked more that weekend than maybe the last year.
Yeah.
Just so much walking, and weirdly enough, I was okay. I'm a weak bitch, but I was okay. It was nice.
Oh god, Nemet's room got charged twice as much, and then while they were messaging to get it fixed, the hotel reached out and corrected it themselves. But it said, Nemet said, "Why did this room just cost me 2,000 Canadian dollars?" Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Christ on a back. God, it was nice. We stayed in it was called like the Canal Hotel, and it just looked over this nice bit of the canal. And our room was like right on the side with a big window. It was lovely. And it had like a really nice bathroom, and it had a fucking jacuzzi bubble bath, like a little, and it was fucking awesome. So that's why when I came back on like the Saturday, and I was like, I feel like I've been up since 1 a.m. I just want to chill out for a minute. And so I got in the bath, and I had this fucking really hot bubble bath, and it was just heaven.
Sounds amazing. We had the sweetest Airbnb hosts. When we met 2 of them, and they were just really like, they were like really soft spoken and really nice. And they gave us like a guide of the local area, and like explained everything that was going on in the Airbnb. And they also like, wrote us a nice message. It was like it was a really, really cute message. I think I still have it in our group chat. I might go check it. Hold.
Holding.
I'm holding. Maybe there wasn't a nice introductory message. The message they sent after we left was super duper cute.
Have a nice day, Holly.
Hi, friends. Good morning from Amsterdam. This is Eva and Kobe with the co-hosts. This is Arjan and Robin. We're taking care of the apartment, I guess. Arjan is currently traveling south for work. Thank you for your message, your interest. Amsterdam's a great place to visit. We're sure you have an amazing time here. The apartment's available. We'd be delighted to host you. So if you've accepted your inquiry, we'll make sure the apartment is properly cleaned, including clean bedding and fresh towels straight from the laundry service. But most of all, we'll make sure you feel right at home. It's like, oh my god, it's so sweet. We met them. It was really nice. We weren't like, we cleaned up after ourselves, and it was just a really nice time. Just like we mostly just chilled out. We didn't really like do anything problematic. We had like some trash, but I think we just like removed it. We put it in the trash. We cleaned up. And they sent us a message after we left, saying, "Hi friends, we hope you're well and that you had a great time in Amsterdam and at the apartment. With this message, Eva and myself want to explicitly thank you for taking such great care of the apartment. We appreciate this a lot. Definitely write you an excellent review on Airbnb and give you a 5-star rating as a guest. If you're pleased with your stay in the service, we'd be honored if you could do the same. Thanks in advance and wishing you all the best." And it's just like, it was P.S. If you ever plan a new visit to Amsterdam, feel free to directly contact us. Even if this apartment is not available, we'll happily offer you some other amazing places we manage. Just like, it was so sweet. They were just like super, super cute and lovely. It was really, really nice. Anyway, having just ranted about that, Sunday evening, the last thing I did before chilling out and going home the next day.
Yeah. Well,
I met these Yognauts. It was really cool. It was such a nice way for me to round out the weekend. Because I basically turned up. None of us had seen each other in person. Obviously I kind of knew what Wilco looked like. But like I went and we started chatting. And it was just like so easy to start chatting to each other. I was like, none of us have spoken in person before. I've seen them around. They've done Pog things. I've done Pog things. But like, I don't know. We had so much to talk about, and like everyone was super comfy. And it was like that. I had that thought again of like how it's going. I'm sorry, how it started versus how it's going. Where it's like I just turned up. I sat down. We said hi. We introduced who we were to each other. And never even spoken to Alex, Cobra, and Pure Jin chats before, and we chatted for a couple of hours. Yeah, it's just like I just sat down, we chatted, and I think my favorite thing was we swapped a bunch of stories. There were some really, really nice ones, and some funny ones. We just had like a really, like, it was such a nice, like, I sat down, we basically just shared all the things we'd been up to, and like how our weekend had been, and it was so nice to hear like all the other things that have been going on. It's just my heart Like, I remember when I walked away, I just felt like amazing. I was like, that was so so nice. There's a good story. The kind of the only one I remember, predominantly featuring Wilco. I asked everyone how awkward it felt. At first, like, because we were all chatting comfortably. I was like, did it feel awkward at first? How like was that? And so for Wilco, he not the greatest like speaker. Like he's a little shy, I think. Like a little awkward. Like, you know, it's difficult. And he was in a big group at, I think on Saturday or Friday. It might have been Friday. I can't remember which day it was. He was with a big group with like Merlin and some other people, and they ran into like all of the Yogs who I think were like late to picking up their badges. And they started chatting. Yeah, it was Friday. Yeah. And we don't know exactly how it happened, but Wilco thinks it was like, Merlin, you told Ravs who Wilco was, and the thing is, Wilco didn't have his badge with him at the time.
Yeah.
He had like left it at the hotel or something. I'm not 100% on it. But that meant that it wasn't plainly obvious who he was. He was just some really fucking tall lad. But Merlin told Ravs, and Ravs apparently was just like, it's such an honor to meet you. And then Ravs turned to Harry, and was like, Harry, do you know who this is?
Oh my god.
Like, is it Wilco? And I was like, yes, it is. And Harry just like hugged Wilco for such a long time.
No.
And Wilco hugged back, and then Wilco stopped hugging back, and Harry kept hugging. And it's just like, oh my god, I think I like half cried just there and then hearing that story and like talking about it. It was just such a sweet, like, oh my god, gosh. And then I think Wilco was saying like after that he felt like a lot more comfortable like talking and felt like really welcomed, and it was just everyone so lovely and so like, I think because we all just are so happy to see each other and fucking big hugs and chatting. And remember, I was trembling after. Oh my god, so sweet. Ugh. It was just wonderful. Oh my god. Yeah, that was like, I don't know. It was great. It was such a nice way to round off the weekend. I don't know if Harry posted Joke Talk. Sarah did a picture of Wilco and Harry high comparison. Oh, I have not seen this.
Wait, are we gonna get into at the great getting home journey?
Great homening.
Yeah.
Hi, Journey home. Do you have things to say about yours?
Well, I talked about it a bit when you went PP. It's mainly just the Twitch partner dude, and I was just so fucking done on my trip back. Oh, I got on like before when I got on the plane, my feet hurt at the back, and I had a blister thing on one, but it like ripped because of the shoe. So I took them off, and I had a look at the back of my foot, and it was like a little red mark, and I was like, oh, okay, so, you know, little blister or whatever. So I put the blister thing on. When I got off the plane, massive fucking blisters. And I couldn't walk, and I was like fucking hobbling out of the airport to the car, and I was like, I'm so done. I just wanted to go home and curl up in bed. I don't want to do anymore.
Yeah.
I sad I didn't get to see you meet Mango Merlin.
Haven't talked about my door opening adventures after the Bleb meetup. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh wait, does Nyaron know about this?
Wait,
old? When I went home, I got home perfectly as well. Like it was so like I figured out where I was and where home was so fucking easily. I remembered landmarks. It was amazing. Shout out to Noppies, my beloved. Every time I walk past it, I would go, haha. No, it's like Nopies, but it's like Nopers, but Nopies. And it's kind of sounded like nipples. So, it was just really funny every time I saw it. I was like, Noppies. And also the ED from the Eden Chain Hotel. Those are 2 landmarks that I just remembered. But I got back to the Airbnb first. And it took me a bit to find the key in my bag. I had so much shit in my bag that I was just carrying around. And I opened the door. Except I didn't. It got sort of 120 degrees of the way there, which is about where I thought it was supposed to be, but then it stopped.
Oh?
And I pushed on the door, and it didn't open. And I messaged the others, and I was like, the key's not working. And they were like, what? And then I tried it a bunch of times, including the opposite direction, and it just like didn't work. I was like, guys, help. I can't get inside. I have to piss. And so I had to wait like 20 minutes for them, or maybe more, them to arrive. And then Redux gets there. They were like, yeah, that is the right key. Puts their key in, turns the door, and then it turns out that all I had to do was pull the door a little and then push it. It was like a bit janked.
Oh, yeah, like our doors at home, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done that in so fucking long. And I think I was like tired and not thinking, or not like, you know, not in the right brain. So I sat outside for 20 minutes for no reason. That was a thing that happened. Anyway, Monday. Fuck. Monday. Monday was an experience. It was hot. 12-hour coach. Really, really fucking hot. I had a change as well. Obviously I had my snarky bus driver in the morning. I didn't even say goodbye to Wise and Redox because I thought they were asleep. I mean, I got the first coach was chill. It's pretty chill. Had a nice time. Vibes. Got to the station. Second coach wasn't there. We arrived 10 minutes before it was due to depart. I went up and down the road where it was supposed to be. I thought I was in Brussels, and I was like, oh, I've never been in Brussels. Using Google Maps, trying to figure out if I was in the right place. Thank God Google Maps was working. I think it just broke in the evenings. And just being like, oh, it's not here. Kind of panicking. Being like, I have 37% battery. I'm sure this is fine. I'm sure I will not run out of battery and panic at some point. This is fine. Got to... I think what I figured out was I could go check the bus on the website. I checked it. It said it had already left, or like was on its way to Lille. But then I looked at the thing, and it also said it was like 40 minutes delayed. And so I was like, okay, this doesn't line up. It would still be here if it had arrived. It clearly is just late. I didn't think about what would happen if it had left. I just sat down and waited. And after about 20 minutes, it did turn up. Took ages to get on the bus. The further we got, the hotter it got. It was that second bus. When I stepped on, it just smelled like a classroom of 12-year-olds. I was like, this is a 12-year-old classroom. Just immediately,
BO.
Yeah. It was nasty. I was like putting on some deodorant before I went on because I was like, oh, I don't want to smell that bad. And then I stepped on. I was like, I see how it is. I see this is the situation. Thankfully, I got used to it. It was fine. Kind of vibed to the ferry. What I did realize that was our bus was about 40 minutes late, and we missed the first ferry, which meant that we would be even more delayed. Same thing happened on the way to Amsterdam, by the way. We missed the first ferry and got even more delayed. But they drove like mad overnight and managed to make it only an hour late. But yeah, we missed that first ferry, and so it took us a while to just wait. We were just sat waiting for like half an hour for the next ferry. I think we were probably like over an hour late, over like 2 hours late by the time we got off the by the time we got off the ferry, we were like 2 hours late. And I was looking at the time I arrived, or was supposed to arrive, which was 10:25. And then I was checking train times. The last trains were at 1:30-ish, 1:10 or something like that. I was like, okay, well, even if we're 2 hours late, like, we should still be fine, right? So we get back on the coach after the ferry. I did find somewhere to charge my phone. Thank fuck I did that. Holy shit, I could not have imagined what would have happened if I hadn't done that.
I know, because we were chatting like most of the time.
Yeah,
and you were like times where you were like, oh no, I've only got 30% battery left, and it just kept going like.
I don't have a thingy power pack. I was like tactically conserving my battery charge towards the end. And so as we got sort of into London, I checked the train times again, and the last train was at 12:13, not at 1:13. And I think that was because I was on EU time.
Yeah.
I checked it before.
Oh no.
And then I checked the time, and it was like 12:08, and I just had this moment of like, fuck.
Yeah.
Literally, just fuck. Sorry, go on.
Oh, it's like, because we were chatting, but I'd gone to bed at this point, and I was
Yes,
like,
you
oh, have a
went
safe
to bed
journey
at
back,
11.
Overlite. I hope it goes well.
I found it so funny that you were like, went to bed at 11, have a safe journey back, and then I was like, an hour after, I was like...
You were like, yeah, it's gonna be chill, and then it...
Yeah. I'm gonna scroll up in general, because basically what happened is I sent a message to my family saying I'm missing the last train. I had about 17% battery on my phone, and I sent a message in my Discord at about 10 past midnight, saying I think I'm missing the train, or no, sorry, I'm not gonna make the last train, and fucking immediately, I think it was Forks, Jakey, and I think Rose, Bushbro was also there, Melon showed up. Basically, the Discord came a little bit alive in order to figure out what the fuck I could do.
Yeah.
There were some ideas, mostly, I think they found like a 2-star hotel or hostel, very, very close by, which was like 49 quid a night, compared to the other, which are over 100. And I was like, okay. And as we arrived, I was like, I wonder how much an Uber is. And I checked Uber, and it was £48.
Oh.
And I was like, it is an hour's drive from London Victoria Coach Station to my house, to my doorstep. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna try it. I tried it. It starts looking for drivers. I've arrived at this point, gotten off the coach, got my luggage. It starts looking for drivers. The first one just says no because it's an hour's drive. The second one says no because it's an hour's drive. The third one says no, and I'm there, and I'm just like, no one's gonna say yes. People on the Discord are like, go into London Victoria, you'll be able to charge your phone there. So I start walking. I try again. Still no. I get to London Victoria. London Victoria is closing. Because it closes at 12:45.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because the trains start again at 4 AM, so it closes for 4 hours.
Yeah.
For some reason.
I think they like maybe clean it up or something. I don't fucking know.
It's just to stop people from sleeping in it, I guess. I don't know. Weird.
There were lots of men in orange jackets. I kind of start to panic a little bit when I'm like, oh, I can't charge my phone in Victoria, because that was like the safety net. As long as I have my phone, I can talk to everyone. I can just go find somewhere. Even if something terrible happens, it's like probably take an early train, I guess. I don't know. But Uber isn't working, so I'm like, okay, well, I'll go find that hotel. And then before I sort of start moving, I look at like the options for Uber rides, and I'm like, I wonder if I pick like a higher cost thing. There was one that was like £10 more. It was like Uber Comfort or something. I tapped on it and it was like, choose your preferences for a ride. And I stared at it for a bit and I was like, what even are these? And before I could process it, it was like, now searching for a driver. I was like, oh, we're just going. I didn't even pick the like starting location. The thing is, the starting location was back at the Victoria Coach Station, and I was at the train station, which was like a 7-minute walk. I was like, oh, well, I mean, they're probably not gonna find. I'll just start walking to the hotel. Third driver accepts the thing.
What a fucking boss.
I get matched with sweet Matharaj. Oh my god, I'm crying thinking about it. Because I was starting to get quite stressed out at this point. With just like, you know, having to find a hotel if they're even open, and like, I don't know, I've not got much experience booking into hotels, and just like kind of getting a bit tired as well, and just like, you know, it was all starting to be a little bit stressful. I was weirdly calm through the entire experience. Like, I was weirdly self-assured and calm that I would be fine. But I get matched with Matharaj. Matharaj is like 1.1 miles away. I'm like, I have 7 minutes to walk to the destination. I power walk my way over there and barely make it over in time. I get to the car. This guy's fucking car number plate, by the way, was like Omega Custom, and it had 666 in it.
What the hell? Who is this guy?
I don't know.
He was saved by the devil. I'm like,
it was like it had some repeat letters, but it had 666 in it, and I was like, well, I'm either gonna get kidnapped and die, or this will be okay. Like, the only person to accept my 1 a.m. 1 hour ride is Matharaj. Like, honestly, sure, just fucking kidnap me at this point. Like, that's how I felt. My phone was also kind of dying, so I wasn't opening Discord, but I opened it and all caps typed Uber, and then I typed Matharaj, don't fuck me. Everyone in Discord was just like chatting and just like, oh my god. And then, you know, I met him. He put my suitcase in the boot. We're going through photos and memories, basically telling stories of like the different days. Yeah. Put my suitcase in the boot, sat down. I was in TwitchCon mode. I was in Amazon mode, like super chatty. Like, you know, I had just spent the weekend getting to know people, so I got in this car and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get to know Matharaj. I'm gonna have a nice conversation with Matharaj. I want this to be a pleasant journey, and I want both of us to have a really lovely evening. So I just did my best to like just be a really like chilled out, laid back chatter, just talking about how much of a nice time I had. But I got in and I was like, yeah, oh my god, 12-hour coach, kind of rough. Sorry if I smell through this heat. It's been kind of bad. He had a thing to charge my phone on, which was amazing, because then I was like, oh my god, my phone's getting charged, now I can just chat. And then I just sat back and we just got going. And I was like, I did say that I couldn't believe that he accepted that like journey, because it was like a fucking entire hour's drive.
But I know the Uber drivers tend to hate long things, because it takes out of their area.
I asked him what time he finishes, and normally it's at 2 a.m. and it's 1 a.m. and it's an hour's drive, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, like actually just fucking, I don't know. I was just like, oh, this guy. And we chatted. He had a lovely like soft like voice, and his demeanor, he was just really like nice and friendly, and like I made him laugh a couple times. I felt so good about that. It was just like, the car was really soft, the suspension was like, it was just a luxury ride home with a really 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 lovely driver. I was just so like, I was still pretty stressed out and trying to calm down. The fucking Discord started making memes. Fucking, I get paint up. Fucking everyone, like Melon, Emma, Rose, Knight, Forks were all awake and just like chatting, because I think they were all worried about me. Forks. Oh my god, Forks fucking cracked me up. I had to try not to laugh. Forks. Forks sent. I don't know if you have my stream up.
Yeah.
Forks sent this image.
This is the origin of the lasagna.
I don't even know, because they were also talking about lasagna at the time, and I was like, what is even fucking happening in my Discord? But I had to try really hard not to laugh. I was like so tired, and like, oh my god, I got to talk about Amsterdam, I got to talk about how nice the weekend was. It was just so like, it was so lovely, and I was like, honestly, if this guy just kidnaps me and I die, this is fine. I don't mind. It's just like, sure. I was real tired.
I'm really glad you made it back, because you messaged me in the morning and you're like, oh my god, I had such a journey, check my Discord, and I was like, oh god, and I scrolled through and I was like, oh my god, this is awful. I can't imagine just like being stuck in London and like, oh.
Yeah,
so...
yeah. It's like everyone was like, oh, stuck in London, that's real rough, and I was like, oh geez.
Thanks,
okay,
guys.
Thanks. Oh my god. Lime showed up in the Discord as well, just like fucking people just chatting.
Yeah,
we got to my
getting
house.
back.
We got to my house. Is Bree still in the? Oh, Jesus.
I don't know. I think he was he was on the Eurostar, wasn't he?
Yeah, but it like got cancelled or something. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, at least I didn't get Eurostar. But basically, we got home. I had a £20 bill on my wallet. I tipped him. I was like, you're fucking amazing for doing this. Like, you literally saved my fucking life. Just so much stress. And now I can sleep at home in my bed, safe. Like, just... Last week's training gone back to Utrecht. Oh my god. We went back to Amsterdam, then in Utrecht. Jesus.
Oh.
2 cancelled trains for ref. Yeah. But then I went to my door and I started looking for my keys, and I couldn't find them in my bag. For like 5 minutes I was searching in my bag. So I started searching my suitcase. And the whole time he waited. He literally sat and waited. He told me he finished at 2 a.m. It was like 10 past 2. I was like, this guy's a fucking saint.
I know. Like, with just the
I was just
biggest
like, so,
fucking
like...
MVP. We need to
my
get them
God.
to drive to the Netherlands to pick up Bree.
I just like, ugh. And eventually I found it after like 5 or 10 minutes of just like searching, I sat down and I just started like going through everything. I put my keys in a specific pocket, in my bag, and I remembered after searching every other location, I was like, fuck, that one location. Immediately found them, got up and opened the door and waved him goodbye. And then Orcs sent me an updated, where is it? An updated version of the meme, which is POV, you're in a car passing Overlite, being taken home by Saint Matharaj in the lasagna car. Like, you can understand why I'm losing my mind about fucking lasagna. Like, just after the trials of a 12-hour coach with, like, having to worry about delays and missing it, and then the trains being cancelled, and then having to think about, like, hotels, just the fact that nobody else wanted to do that journey, and he did, and he was so lovely. I was like, fuck, he deserves the world. I hope he's having an amazing time.
I'd have given him the biggest fucking tip.
Yeah.
God.
It's just like, I don't know. I was just so, I cry a little bit thinking about how nice he made the journey home.
Oh God.
And it's just so like, ugh. It was wild. It was really lovely, but it was also kind of stressful. And it was just like, ugh. But like, it was just that like, you're safe now moment, you know?
Yeah.
We could have been Ravs in that car just being like, you're safe now. Same thing. Same vibe. It's like, it was such a relief.
Oh
it
my
was just
God.
such a relief to make it home safe instead of having to stress about getting stuck in London. overnight when I was tired after a 12-hour coach journey. And now I'm home.
Thank God. I know.
and
Well,
it's a
how
great
knackered were you
story.
yesterday?
I wasn't. I think
Really?
I'm more knackered now.
Oh.
Yesterday, I was I think, still riding the, like... I was trying to focus a little bit.
I've just basically not spoken or done anything. I mean, it was because it's been so fucking hot too. I couldn't tell for the last few days if I was feeling like shit because I was exhausted, or like if I'd got some sort of con flu, or if it was like the heat. Like it was like all three, and I was just sat there like I feel like death, and I was like I don't want
Yeah.
to talk. I just want to sit here and do nothing.
Yeah, I sat the entire day with like a flannel or a flannel that was like either wet or
Oh,
had
I really
ice
should have
in.
done that.
Yeah, asked my mum for a flannel and she popped in for one. I did a pog. And it was chill. I was actually very productive yesterday. I had like I was writing notes on the way home about like plans. And I feel like I was talking to Fox last night about this a little bit. We ended up chatting a lot. I feel like I've been in like a slump. I kind of feel like I've been just like vibing for a long time, not doing much. But then like because I kind of was just like waiting to move, and then like Amsterdam happened, and I just feel amazing about all of it.
Yeah.
And like on the way home, I was like writing notes for myself to do. And yesterday I was like singing a song at some point yesterday, and my brain at the same time was like, oh, here's how you could format like event for the Gobs and Grams, and you could do this. And it didn't work like that. And I was just like, oh my God, what is happening? I got a million things done yesterday. It was like ridiculous. I just spent like a bunch of time just doing stuff, and also I played Fall Guys and got a victory royale towards the end, which was just pure chance and kind of pog. And also hijacked the stream a little bit.
Yeah.
Literally at one point, it was just all Overlite in chat. It was like Rabs and Duncan were talking, and Twitch chat was like just spamming Overlite. And like, let's go Overlite.
And
I
it's also somebody was like, I'm only here for Visti, Overlite, and Zoof or something, and I was like, yeah, let's go.
And like every message I sent got read by Rabs, and I was just like, okay.
I can't remember. I definitely saw it. Zoof.
Like, yeah, yesterday was just like, oh, I think everyone had a kind of energy yesterday. I'm super excited for Ped's stream, because I want to hear what he has to chat. It's what he's gonna chat shit about.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I got a bunch of stuff done. I like, of my currently like 8 or 9 lines of different things that I have to do, I think I was able to rewrite like 5 or 6 of them from just, hey, you've contacted these people, you sorted this out, you've managed this, you've talked about this, you're planning this. It's just like, oh my God, it's popping. I feel amazing. I'm having ideas.
Well, I like, you've got this idea inspiration thing from it, and I've had this, I want to move somewhere and do something and like sort myself out. Oh my God, my music stops.
Yeah, I think because it kind of made me, it weirdly put a lot in perspective, with like the reality of things, like what it was like to be with the other Gobs and Grams. I feel like I told you this. I'm just gonna say it. I feel like when we hung out with the Gobs and Grams, I had a very loud voice. Like, I didn't speak loud. I mean, like, I feel like when I spoke, everyone listened to what I was saying. And there were points where I was like, oh, geez, I feel like I'm the most influential person in the room. What is happening?
Yeah.
And it was a little, like, weird, but also I didn't care. And I was just, like, you know, having fun chatting to people. Like, that was still fine. I couldn't interrupt you. Trust me, I tried. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, Zoo. We have to fucking... All right, I'll make some time in my schedule for you next time, Zoof. We all tried? Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's just me. It's
No,
just
I don't
I'm
think
just
that's the
gun.
case. I don't think that's the case. Oh
Oh no. Yeah, I feel like I faced certain sort of stuff which was made me do a pog. And basically I want a partner. Overlite speaks, you listen.
At least there wasn't anything super important on that. Just I just tabbed onto my other Chrome, so I had the Yogs mod view open. It came open over my cam, and I was like, uh oh. But luckily, I don't think there was anything important in there.
Oh my god, Jelly's
So,
getting home today.
it's
Thank
fine.
God. Jelly got stuck. Jelly stayed overnight, from Monday. I almost did that, and then she got stuck. She couldn't leave on Tuesday because the trains were cancelled, which was a thing. But yeah, basically I am inspired to do a lot of things. I want to bring gay talk back. I want to get partner because I want partner. I've decided I've kind of tried to write it off, but I've decided, you know what? Let's just get it. I think I'm just gonna do things. I want to do more. I want to be pog. I want to have partner privileges. I want half price TwitchCon tickets. I want more emotes. If Mr. Bean can, he hasn't been accepted yet. Sorry.
No, but no, yeah, don't get. Yeah. Sometimes they often deny the first one, so you know.
Yeah.
But it's exciting,
especially because he's been such a fast grower.
Yeah,
they probably want to wait like a bit because he really has in 4 months. That is like unheard of. Yeah, basically just like I'm gonna do some pog stuff. I was talking to Forks last night about it. And I'm just like, yeah, I wanna do stuff. I don't wanna like do a partner push. Like I don't wanna force people. I just wanna pop off enough. That I
By just saying, you know what? Now I'm not feeling the mood for Twitch partner.
This is how I feel. This is not the year of Overlite. This is the year of Overlite. Yeah, it kind of went on the back burner. I felt demotivated for a while, but I feel like I genuinely I posted all of these things in tweets. I posted that I want to get partner. I posted that I feel like I've regained a part of my soul. My humanity is like returned. Hanging out with people. I'm just like, yeah, let's just do some stuff. Unfortunately, I don't have a camera, so I can't do gay talk until my new room is like painted and stuff. But I'll try and make that happen.
Yeah. I know.
Sorry, come.
No, I was like, I want to like work up and get to the partner do. I feel like we've been popping off pretty cool. Everybody's been really cool hanging out and they're really awesome. And they're all lovely. And, you know, I want to get there. It's a dream.
I'm not saying Bush girls to partner so we can like pog and stuff, but also Bush girls to partner so we can pog.
So we can pog.
Decade of Overlite. No, I think I'm alright. But
True, Tombat.
Jay, literally, I have in the past had times where I'm like, I think I want to be pog. Like, I think I've been like, you know what? I think I want to do well for a bit. And I've just had periods of like great success with streaming and just been like, yep, I decided and it happened. What do you have to do to get Twitch partner? 75 average views, which is a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah, especially because Twitch is like, if you look on like, or even if you look on Twitch has like 2 different stats. So if you look on like your average views normally, they might be a different number to the average views on the fucking tracker for the partner one. It's so dumb.
Yeah. How do you see where to see path to partner switch?
It's on achievements.
Where is achievements?
Go to create a dashboard and then there's like achievements bit.
Where?
Hang on. I don't want to open it on stream.
Oh, I found it. Insights.
Insights, yeah.
Yeah, you need an average of 75 viewers. That's the bit that matters. Stream on 12 different days. Stream for 25 hours. Apparently, like, having multiple platform stuff is kind of... I spoke to Vizzy about this. Apparently having stuff on different platforms is a thing.
Yeah, see, like, my
maybe
average...
I'll start on Instagram with all my selfies.
My average viewership on my analytics for the last 3 30 days is different to the one that's on there now on the Path to Partner achievements.
Yeah.
It's like the one on the achievements is quite a bit lower for no reason. I don't get it.
Mine
It's
is
dumb.
the same.
Yeah. It doesn't work properly.
Yeah. The whole thing that we're using raid and count your Path to Partner. Yeah. If you're on a couple of streams, you stop counting. It's weird.
Well, we talked to Boba about the hosts and raids not counting, and she says that they do count as long as people like actually stick around. Like, because it's just about like the actual just influx of people doesn't count. But if people then stick around for the entire stream, that's still fine because there's people that are sticking around watching you for the stream.
Yeah.
But I think that just that there must be like some weird algorithm thing for the achievement one, or it's just I think there's just lag behind a lot. It, like has a big
Would
delay.
it count as an extra viewer if I open Twitch? Don't do that. You don't need to do anything. I've decided I will do things. Is what's happening here. It's all about retention, I think so. It's something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I've decided that's the thing I want. Guess I'm gonna try and get it or something. I don't know. I just feel so inspired having gone to TWITCHCON and having spoken to all these people. I'm like, I'm a human being. I made a bunch of people laugh. I did a shit ton of Chang. Twitch is easy. This shit, it's probably a piece of cake.
But yeah,
so yeah,
we got this. We're doing it.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Yeah. Later. Because we've chatted a lot. Is there stuff we've chatted a lot?
I think we've covered pretty much everything.
Yeah, we've covered so much stuff.
And I should probably get lunch.
Yeah, same.
And then I should go back through this VOD and try and get rid of that little tiny leak.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck.
And I'm gonna go highlight the entire VOD.
Yeah.
Doing Omega highlighting.
I don't know how I'm gonna. Can you do like a
challenge mode? Both of you get partner within a week of each other.
Both of you get partner within a week of each other? Oh my god. I don't.
No thanks.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
No, I'm good.
Oh my god, Christ.
Anyway.
But yeah, it's been wonderful having like a lot more people around these last few months on my stream. Like,
same.
It's really been it's been like I know like Zaf resubbed the other month and they were like, oh, it's only been 4 months or something, and I was like 3 or 4 months, and I was like, feels like Zaf's been around for fucking eight ever. Like, it's just crazy.
I get that with some people. Some people it feels like they haven't been around long, but others I'm like, I feel like you've been here a year and you've been 2 months. Like,
yeah.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Anyway. This has been great.
Yes, it has been very nice. I hope everybody enjoyed the chat and also had a good time if they were there. And if you weren't there, I hope to see you at the next thing that happens.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
The next thing that happens is a good way of putting it. I honestly, everyone is so fucking lovely. Everyone's just so wonderful. Everyone in this community is
I know.
Fantastic. It was good to hear all the stories. I knew they were good stories. Like, you know, having spent that time with people, it was a really good time, and I just wanted to share that. And also, it's free content.
Yes, true.
We made this joke a bunch of times. Just like, no, take a selfie with me. It's free content.
Yeah, we were like walking around somewhere. We were like, this seems like a bit of a dumb thing to do, but also it'll be a funny story.
Exactly.
Spending 2 hours looking for some fucking lip balm. No worries. It's a good story.
I just wanted to hang out with you. So
yeah, it was good.
It was good. Like, yeah, it was the whole community. Literally everyone was so lovely. It was just wonderful. Just being like that.
Yeah. Next thing, hopefully, maybe a YogCon.
Next time, maybe I will make an actual list of like everyone to see.
I think I might try and like organize things within go like, hey, this group of people, we're gonna go out and we're gonna do something on this day.
Yes. Yeah.
And then this group of people, we're gonna go out and do something on this day, because I think that
Yeah, and Vizzy, you and I are gonna just hang out one whole
one day. Yeah, with
No one else.
yeah.
We need a bush time.
Oh my god. But yeah,
Alright.
it was great.
Well, I miss you already.
Yeah. I mean, we'll be back on Friday.
On the list of people to see, absolutely. Yeah. What are we doing on Friday?
I don't know. Maybe we'll just chill on Raft or something.
I think so.
Jay.
Do a
Another
vibe.
week, another Bush Girls stream. How blessed am I to be part of this stream team. Thank you both for making me a very happy Jay. Now have a beautiful rest of your day.
Thank you, Jay. Sorry, it's over. Yes.
Hey, I didn't know when it would finish.
I know.
Secret
bush meetup. Oh my god. Oh, who are we raiding? Let's do a raiding.
Should we raid Ferdy?
Yeah?
I chatted to Ferdy and it was like, oh, Ferdy was cool. Ferdy was like super. I realized I hadn't done much with Ferdy because I was like, wow, we're getting along like a house on fire. This is super interesting. I'm having a great conversation. I feel like, wait, a raid break? Hello?
Oh, because of the thing. My raid
What
worked.
thing?
Because of the way it broke earlier on.
You already have a raid in progress. What?
Oh no, not
Oh.
this. I can see it. I can see your raid. It's cool. I can see it.
Oh,
I
I'm
can see it.
panicking.
I can see it. It's
oh,
going. It's okay.
oh.
We'll just wait. We'll just
Oh
do
God,
an
it's
old.
going.
We'll do an
I'm
old.
holding.
Old.
I'm holding.
Okay. Well, I think Overlite's
Okay.
raid's gonna go slightly before mine, so I'm gonna have to go. Thank you
Yeah.
everybody for
Oh.
watching.
I'm
I'm
still
back
here.
tomorrow morning.
Nope.
Overlite, when are you streaming? I don't know why I'm doing this so professionally. We never do this, but I'm doing it now.
I'm gonna do a stream tomorrow. I'm gonna play Stray.
Oh
I wanted to
yeah.
play that.
See, everybody keeps being like, "You're gonna play Stray," but then I'm like, "Everybody's gonna play Stray." So then, if everybody plays Stray, then nobody will want to watch it.
Yeah. Also, I don't care. It doesn't really matter when it's the first like a couple days. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been great. I'm excited to talk to people. Weirdly, I'm excited to stream, but I'm excited to get to know people. I feel like I feel so refreshed, and just focusing on being a chatter is like so good.
Shut up. Right, we're heading off. You're about to go.
I love you, everyone.
Love you, everybody. Mwah, 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 mwah. See you tomorrow. Mwah, 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 mwah. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Sorry about that.
I'm still
I'm in
pressing
life.
mwah.
I just rated.
You rated.